You got a motive. I got a dead guy here, and you're sitting here f***ing with me.
No, I am not.
It's time you start telling the truth.
What have I got to do to prove that I'm telling the truth?
You need to start telling the truth.
I am telling the truth.
This is Gary Averill Jr. In October 2008, police were called to a Clearwater, Florida home. When officers arrived, they found the body of 28-year-old father Michael Harris. He had 4 gunshot wounds. Investigators soon heard rumors that Michael and his girlfriend, Barbara Hall, had been caught in a love triangle with her ex, Gary Averill Jr. Detectives track down Averill and bring him down to the station for a police interrogation.
Mind sitting over there for us? I'm Detective Rule, and I don't know
Gary.
if we've met. I don't might have sometime this morning.
I don't think I've met you.
All right, Gary. Where do you fit in all this?
Ex-boyfriend.
Okay. How long ago?
Couple months. Actually, back in August.
Okay. What happened that you all broke up? Don't mind me asking.
We kind of probably got together way too fast, and things were moving way too quick, so we just needed to take a break, pretty much, and so we did.
Did you live on Friend Street there?
No.
Okay.
I mean, when me and her first met originally, almost 4 years ago, yeah, we were both staying with a mutual friend of ours, and that's how me and her ended up getting together, and then we got a place together. But no, I didn't stay over there at all with her.
Okay. All right. When's the last time? Did you ever meet Mike?
No, I'd never met the man.
Never met him.
No. She told me, she met him like 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, something like that. And she was dating the man, and she said, she didn't want a conflict because I guess he didn't want to deal with, ex-boyfriends or husbands or that coming around to that.
Right.
So mutual respect. Okay, well, can I come around, see the kids, and hang out with you and that when he's not around? And she says, yeah, there's no problem with that. So
is there anything going on?
No, just friend. I mean, granted, we're exes, but she's still my best friend.
Okay.
It wasn't a bad, breakaway thing. I mean, we still get along, we still talk.
How long did you guys date for?
Actually, we were engaged, so we were almost 4 years we were together. Not quite.
When did you get engaged?
What was it? Second year we were together?
And 4 years, you think was moving a little too fast? That's why you all broke up?
Well, because we kind of moved in real fast. I mean, we weren't really dating. Like I say, we both kind of got forced out of the place we were at. So we decided to get a place together and see how it went. And it was fine at first, but just kind of started clashing because we really didn't know too much about each other in the beginning.
Okay. All right. So you never met Mike?
No.
Have you been in the house at Friend Street?
Yes, I've been over there several times. I helped her move into it and that.
Okay. When's the last time you were there?
Last night.
About what time?
About 11:30.
And what were you there doing?
She's got a bunch of my, because I don't have a place to stay on my own right now because I lost my job, so she's let me store my clothes and that there and out back. So I asked if I could come by and pick up a few more of my stuff and grab a shower while I was there because I've been bouncing between friends' houses. That's where I'm sleeping at night. So she had no problem with that, and I went and picked up some of my stuff, took a shower, and went over to Harry's house where I've been staying for the week.
How long have you been there? I mean, how long were you there last night approximately?
45 minutes, maybe an hour max. Because it was like 12:15 when I got back to Harry's house.
Okay. Anything unusual over there last night?
No, she was playing on the computer. Kids were all in bed. I talked to her for a couple of minutes, made sure it was all right. Can I go in the shed, get some of my stuff? She said, yeah, go ahead. And, it was all right if I grab a shower while I'm here. Yeah, no problem.
You lived with her for 4 years, was it?
Almost 4 years. Was
it common for her if someone were to knock on the door for her to just open the door without?
No, I mean, when we were together, late at night or that, usually I was the one to open the door because, she just doesn't open the door for people like that. She just don't do that.
So if the door somebody knocked on the door late at night, it'd be unusual for her to answer it?
Yeah, actually it would, yeah. Especially because, if there's a man in the house, she'd have them answer because, just like what happened. She hears about it all the time and that.
Was she afraid to answer the door at night?
Not so much afraid, it's just, she never know who was going to be in, especially weird hours, you just don't expect, somebody come knocking on the door, different hours of the night. Because, about the latest anybody ever knocked on our door, we told them, come around 11, after 11 o'clock, don't knock, because the kids were sleeping, usually we were too.
Right. So if someone were to knock on their door, she saw no one there, went back in the house, and they knocked again, would it be very unusual for her then to open the door and even walk outside and look around?
For her, yeah. Because, I figured she, would call the police or something, something like that. She didn't see anybody outside. I figured she'd call the police, because somebody was screwing around or something.
Unless, why would she go outside unless what, you think maybe?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
Don't know.
Because, that doesn't fit her.
Okay.
Because like I say, when we were together, people come knocking on our door when we lived over in the trailer park off of Fort Harrison over there. People get the wrong trailers all the time. 11:30, 12 o'clock at night, somebody come knocking, I'd answer the door.
All right. How about drug use with her?
As far as I know, all she did was smoke a little pot like I do every now and then.
Okay. You ever known her to sell?
No.
How about that guy in there? She ever tell you?
Honestly, I can't tell you anything about him. All I know is his name was Mike, and she's been dating him for 2 months. That's about as much as I know about him.
Okay.
No, I didn't ask her pry, wasn't my place and none of my business, That's a new boyfriend, and so be it.
Have you been trying to get back with her?
Well, I told her if she ever broke up with him, I'd like another chance to try and work things out and get back together again, yeah.
Okay. You know anybody that has a big truck, nice truck? Maybe a Hunter Green or...
I would say, like I told you, the only ones I know that have anything that would fit that would be Harold Register and his girlfriend Amber. She's got a big full-size Ford Bronco, but other than that, it's the only people I know that actually own a truck.
Are you relation to them anyway, or?
No, me and Joe, we've known each other for about 8 years now. We ended up working a job at Magic Tilt Trailers over on Lions Club Road, and that's where me and him met, and we've just been friends ever since.
When's the last time you saw Joe?
2 days ago.
How much do you know about what happened out there?
Just bits and pieces from what I've gotten from her oldest daughter and Barb herself, and just little bits here and there that I've been getting. I don't really know the whole.
Did you hear that Joe's name come up in anything?
Yeah, I heard him and Amber were mentioned for some other reason or another. I don't know why. Okay,
you wouldn't know why?
No, because the only time they ever talked to Barb is if I was around with her
Right.
and that, but other than that, they never really talked to her that. Not I know of, and I never went over there as far as I know.
What if I told you this, or this guy that did this was dropped off, and the vehicle that dropped him off, there happened to be somebody at that business that, the business was getting burglarized, so the guy decided to hang out and see if anybody's going to break in his business tonight. He went out and made contact with those folks, and it sounds like these two characters.
Joe and Amber?
The description, that when he told, I guess Joe used to work up at where you work?
Yeah, 3D.
Because when they heard him, he went over to, I don't know if it was somebody from 3D came out there or what, but when this guy went to the glass business, supposedly somebody from 3D even said, hey, that looks like, or sounds like Joe and Amber.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you.
No,
Joe used to work there at 3D, yeah.
Okay. Well, does he have any reason to want to hurt this guy?
As far as I know, he doesn't even know him either.
Okay. Would he think it would be doing you a favor if he went back there and knocked this guy off?
No, that's not. Joe's done a lot of stuff in his past. He's done armed bank robbery. I know his whole past. That's not him.
Okay.
As far as the person I know, that's not.
How about
Did he do an armed bank robbery with a gun?
As far as I know, yeah.
Okay.
when was this?
Oh, I think it was like 15, 20 years ago, something like that. Because when I first met him, he just got released out of prison. That was 8, 9 years ago.
How about her ex-husband? You know him?
Danny?
Yeah.
Barb's ex-husband?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's staying at Harry's too.
He lives at Harry's too?
Yeah.
The one that works up at Goodyear?
Yeah.
What's Harry's address?
It's 610 West Bay Drive. It's 3 Angels. It's kind of like little studio apartment type things, right? Where you familiar with the barbecue places next to Houston's up there?
Which barbecue? Is that Sonny Bono's one, or?
No. You go to Houston's and, what is it, C-Dubs? It's just a little tiny hole-in-the-wall barbecue place right there.
I'm not too familiar.
But it's right next door to Houston's.
What's the biggest cross street there on West Bay?
It'd be West Bay and Fort Harrison would be the next intersection up. But the park itself is actually just before that intersection. It's off the right-hand side.
So you're living with him?
Well, I'm not.
and
I've
her?
just been staying here the past couple of nights.
Okay. So you're familiar with her ex-husband?
Yeah, I've known Dan since me and her been together.
Where were you at last night?
At Harry's house after I left her house.
And was her ex-husband at Harry's house?
Yeah.
Okay. Would her ex-husband want to hurt her?
No.
You know anything about him being accused of some type of over there? Have you heard about that?
No. That's
No?
a new one to me.
How
I mean,
about-
I heard there was a phone call on Mike, the boyfriend she has now, but
Yeah, there's a phone call on him too.
yeah, but I haven't heard anything about Dan.
Okay. Do you know Dan pretty good?
Not pretty good. I mean, we tried to get along because I was dating his ex-wife, and because it was his kids in the house, so it was kind of a mutual agreement thing. No clash. Both kind of got along.
But now you're out of the house, so he has no reason to hold anything against you, right?
I would say not.
Never really did. Does he seem capable of doing something like this?
No.
Do you know anybody that's capable of doing something like this?
I mean, as far as everybody that I know around us and that, no. I can't think of anybody.
Has he been pissed off at her at all?
Oh, yeah, I mean, they've had their fights and arguments over the kids and just stupid stuff in general.
Is he pissed off about Mike being in there?
Yes and no. I mean, he wasn't too happy, 2-3 months, after everything's said and done, and then she's moving another guy in there because she promised the kids, weren't going to be no guys for a while. She was going to concentrate on her and the kids and getting her life straightened out, and next thing you know, she's got somebody moving in with her.
Did you ever have a little beef with him?
Yeah, but it didn't really last too long.
Was that involving disciplining the kids?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. And that was right near the end when you all went your separate ways?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
But now he's good with all that, and...
Yeah, like I say, I mean, me and him have talked, because, we avoided each other there for a good month, and we ran across each other and just started talking, and just hashed it out, and what's done is done.
Okay. And you got no reason to want to hurt this guy, right?
I don't even know the man.
Okay.
I've never met him, never even seen him, and...
See, here's where my dilemma is. I know this guy's into some stuff.
Who?
This dead guy, okay? Can't get into exactly what he's into, but he does his stuff elsewhere. Whoever did this had intimate knowledge of how to get to this place through a back route. Even went before and did some stuff to prepare his entrance and exit. Was driven there by someone, so this is planned.
Okay.
This is someone that's got it in for them. Do you know anybody like that?
I mean, we've all had our squabbles between each
Right.
other and that, but as far as, carrying it to this extent that this was, no. I don't know anybody.
Okay. And you wouldn't want to hurt him, correct?
I don't even know the man, so,
Right, okay.
I've never even spoke to him or anything.
Okay. If it came to it, would you be willing to take a lie detector test?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you done any drugs or anything today?
Because of my eyes,
Yeah.
just stigmatism.
Oh, is that what's...
I've got nerve damage. They've been like that all my life.
Oh, okay. All right.
I get asked that a lot, so...
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if it was...
No, it's a stigmatism that I have.
Okay.
Is there an apartment number in West Bay? Did you get that? Because remember when you and I talked this morning, you said that...
If you want to call here and ask them what the apartment number is.
Are there a lot of apartments in there?
Yeah, there's quite a few of them. Because, they're all little studio apartments. There's like one bedrooms and that in there.
And I forgot, what was the relationship with Harry? Who's Harry?
He's just been a friend of the family for...
What family?
Barb's family.
Okay.
Barb and Dan. They've known him since North
Is he the
Carolina.
one they were calling the uncle that came down here and picked up the kids?
No, that was John. He was originally the one that was going to take them this morning, but then another friend of hers...
What's Harry's last name?
I'm sorry, I could not tell you. I've seen it, but I can't say it.
What is he, can you spell it?
Not really.
What does Harry drive?
It's a blue Olds. I think it's an Oldsmobile van. Little
Okay.
minivan.
And what does her ex-husband drive?
He doesn't. He doesn't have a vehicle.
When's he due home today?
I think his girlfriend's going to pick him up between 4 and 4:30, I believe.
Does she live with you guys too?
Yeah, they're all staying there. They're staying here. Harry's just been letting me crash here the past couple of nights because I haven't anywhere else to go right now.
How big is this place?
It's not real big.
But there's 3 people in there, 4
Yeah.
people now. Can you account for her husband last night? Can you say he was there at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, because he was sleeping on it, because they've got a pull-out couch that him and Jess sleep on. And I was sleeping in the easy chair because it folds back, and then Harry's got his bed.
Were you up and down last night that you could have, were you up around 4 o'clock that you could say was there?
At 4:30 I was up because that's when Barb called me, and he was sound asleep right next to me.
Okay, Barb, she called you at 4:30?
Yeah.
Okay. So you got absolutely no, you're not that upset about her living with somebody else that you'd want?
No, I mean, like I said, we went our ways, we had our differences, and
Okay.
I say I'm not a bitter person about it. Yeah, I'd like to get back with her, but
You
I'm
would-
not going to be driven to some extent like
Right.
that to do anything like that. I mean, it's a
Okay.
bit drastic.
Okay.
You know, and I just told her, you know, things didn't work out with you and him, you know, I'd like another shot, you know, I was trying it again.
Did she tell you anything about this guy?
Not really, just, you know, she'd met him through her friend and that, and he was a real nice guy, and he was good to her and the kids and that, so, I mean, just for what I...
When you were over there, did you hear anything? Did you pick up anything about him?
No, everything seemed pretty normal over there. And the kids never said nothing about it, and she never really said much.
Okay. So you couldn't even pick this guy out if you saw a picture of him?
No, like I said, I've never even met the man, never even seen him.
Okay. All right. Anything else you think I need to know?
No, just, I mean, I don't know why, I mean, it'd be highly unusual for Joe and Amber, I mean, that's just not them.
Right.
You know, I mean, as far as that I know them, but I'm not saying
You
it
know,
ain't,
the
but...
thing is, whoever was there kind of sounds like them, and I don't know if people at 3D are jumping to conclusions, because I guess they know about you and all them, everybody that's involved back there, and you tell them some background that you used to date her and all that.
Well, everybody there 3D knows.
Yeah, so
I mean, everybody knows that me and her were dating there.
people could start assuming things. When they
Yeah,
do this,
well,
you know?
I mean, because it was no secret that me and her were dating, because
Right.
the guy that we were living with, me and her met, Mike,
Right.
he worked at 3D at the same time I did when me and her started dating.
Okay. If I went and made contact with Big Joe and his girlfriend, you think they'd talk to me, or are they anti-police?
Amber, she'd probably talk to you. Joe, he's anti-police.
Is he? Even if we told him what it was about? Think he'd come down and talk? If he
I mean, he could call him if I can't honestly say, because I know his opinion about, you know, the police and that. And,
Is he over there about 1300 late for you? Does that sound right?
yeah, I'm not sure about the exact address. I mean, I know where the house is at, but that sounds about right, 1300
Okay.
in that block right there.
Okay.
What would have happened if, when you were in the house taking a shower, Mike came home?
Oh, there probably would have been hell.
Okay.
I mean, I could see from his point, you know,
Mhm.
here's an ex, and, you know, taking a shower at the house and that, so he'd have probably jumped to conclusions.
Mhm.
You know, but Bart, you know, she's been trying to help me out. I lost my job and my place to live, so I mean, like,
Does he know your property's there?
that I honestly don't know.
Is your property in the house?
No,
Where's your property?
out in her garage. It's in the very back of the
What
garage.
is your property?
I've got a big green tub and 2 big cardboard boxes out there with just clothes and that in it.
Clothing?
Yeah, that's all that's out there.
Do you have any plans for a place to stay?
Yeah,
or
as soon as I get a job going up and that, yeah, I'm trying to get my own place again.
Aren't you working down?
Yeah, 3D, but that's only going to be till the end of the month because Daryl's going out of business. He's moving his business to Missouri because
Okay.
he's going out of business because he just ain't had the business either. And the place where I was working at, Davitt Master, they're about to go under too.
But there's nothing going on between you and Barb now?
No, I mean, we're just friends, that's it.
Okay. All right. We're gonna just ask you to write something for us. We want to get a handwriting sample.
Okay.
I'm gonna dictate something for you to write. It may sound a bit bizarre, but
Okay.
Just write what I tell you, and then when you're done, tell me if maybe it means anything to you. You have that,
Yeah.
what that said? Just go ahead and put today's date up top here, which is the 18th.
You sign my name on it or anything?
Oh, we'll get to that.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Okay.
You should have
Now, is this printing or cursive?
how you normally write.
Okay.
Just however you normally write, that's all we need.
You should have.
Mm-hmm. Paid your debt instead of trying to hide by living with some white. We told you we would find you.
Okay, just sign down here. And then print your name under it so it can be read. That mean anything to you? Do you know anybody that talks like that, or? No.
Nobody I hang around with or that,
Okay.
no.
You say Barb smokes a little weed every now and then, right?
I mean, yeah, as far as I know.
You know where she gets it?
No. As far as I know, no friends of hers are that.
Okay.
Same thing, I mean, it's not hard to find.
Right. All right, anything else you think we need to know? Something we didn't ask you? Something you feel is important?
I mean,
Anything.
this whole thing's about strange to me too, because I mean, Barb's not the type to get herself involved in stuff like this. You know, not the Barb I know anyhow.
Well, the thing is, Barb's still alive,
Yeah.
so it's probably not Barb's deal.
Like I said, I mean, the whole thing just, you know, she called me at 4:30 this morning, you know, and it just kind of blew my mind away. That's not, you know, the kind of phone call you expect to get woke up by, you know, somebody's been shot and somebody that you know.
What did she
I mean-
say to you when she called you?
Well, at first I couldn't understand her for about the first 5 minutes, and then I told her, you know, calm down, what's going on? She goes, he's been shot. Who's been shot? Mike, somebody just shot him. I'm like, what? You mean somebody just shot him? Where? In the house. And Harry woke up, and we were headed that way, but they were already leaving the house, and that's when we followed them down here this morning.
Oh, Harry drove separately?
Yeah, Harry drove me because I guess Barb and children were in a cruiser,
Mm-hmm.
and they brought them down here, and Harry was taking me over to the house this morning because Barb called me
Okay.
and asked me to come over.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I mean, her and the kids, I mean, they were sick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the kids, I mean, for the past 3 years, I was the one in their life, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
I love them kids to death, and they know it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, and we were headed down there, and they were leaving the street, and she called me and said, turn around and follow the white car. Okay.
Okay.
So, and here we
Is
were
there
this
a
morning.
number we can reach Harry at? That's it? He drives, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the driver for 3D, because right now it's just me, him, and Daryl and his brother and one salesman.
You know what time, what's his name, gets off at Belcher today up at the tire place?
Like I said, as far as I knew, somewhere I think between 4 and 4:30 today, I thought.
Okay. Did Harry bring you up here?
No, Dan's girlfriend, because Harry's still at work. He doesn't get off work until 6.
Dan's girlfriend?
Yeah, Jessica. She's the one that pretty much runs everybody around. And
That's the ex-husband's girlfriend?
yes.
Is she downstairs?
No, she went to, as far as I know, she was headed to pick him up and go wait for him to get off work. And then I guess they were going home or whatnot.
How are you getting back?
Barb told me whenever I was done and that to give her a call, and if I needed a ride anywhere, she'd give me a ride.
Okay. You got the cell phone for the girlfriend? You could call her and ask her if her and Ed don't mind coming down here and talking to us.
Yeah, Dan and Jesse?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Who's ahead?
yeah, never mind. I've been up too long.
You want the number?
No, do you mind calling them and just asking them if
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
mind? Then if they want to, I'll talk to them. Tell them it shouldn't take more than how long we're with you, maybe 20 minutes.
Hey, no, down here at the Clearwater Police Department, a couple of detectives want to know if you and Jesse would come down and talk to them for about 20 minutes. I mean, if you want to talk to him, he say he'll talk to you right here. He's sitting in front of me. Huh? I mean, if you want him to come down, he says he'll come down.
Yeah, tell him and his girlfriend, we just need to talk to him.
Yeah, they just want to ask you some questions and that. Alright. Alright, I'll see you there. Alright. Yeah.
That'll save you having to call a ride, too.
Yeah. Yeah, he has no problem. Yeah, he just got home, so he said give him a few minutes and they'd be coming down here.
All right. Let me give you a card. Now, how's Harry tied in again?
He's just a really old friend of the whole family. You know,
What's Harry look like?
Oh, you ever watch Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah.
Uncle Jesse? That's Harry. That's pretty much Harry.
He's got gray hair.
Gray hair, grizzly bear. I mean, he's just an old timer set in his ways.
Is he heavy set?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a little budge. I mean, he's in pretty good shape for his age now, so give him that.
Does he get around pretty good? Or?
Yeah, actually he does.
How does he wear his hair in the back?
He just puts a ball cap on, he just brushes it back, that's it.
Is it long?
It's not as long as mine.
But about how long is it?
Just a little past shoulder length.
They're at home now? Why don't you see if maybe Harry can come too?
Well, Harry, if it's not 6 o'clock yet, Harry's still at work.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get a hold of Harry, maybe talk to him later. You don't know his last name, though?
No, I don't. I've never asked him his last name.
Okay.
I say everybody just knows him as Harry, Uncle Harry.
Now, what is Ed? Is Ed big? I'm not.
You mean Dan?
Yeah, Dan. God, I don't know where I'm getting Ed from. Is he a big guy, little guy?
About medium size. I mean, he's not real big height-wise. I mean, maybe about 5'9", 5'10". I mean, he's kind of a little stocky guy.
What does his girlfriend look like?
Big, heavy-set girl.
What color hair?
Blonde.
How does she wear it?
He just pulls it back in a ponytail.
She have glasses or anything?
No.
Don't wear glasses?
No, not that I've ever seen her wear.
Okay. When she drives, she don't wear glasses?
Hmm.
What does she drive?
She usually drives Harry's van.
What color is that?
The van? Blue.
Blue.
Let's say the blue minivan. It's one of the funny ones. It looks like the space shuttle on the nose. I
Oh,
think it's Pontiac.
yeah,
The Pontiac Transport, I think, is what it is.
All right. Anything else you think we need to know?
No, because, I mean, as far as, you know, everybody in the whole circle and all that, I mean, just nobody I could think of would do something like this.
We're going to just have to talk to everybody in the circle, basically, eventually. We'd like to get as many done today as we can.
Right, yeah, I understand that. That's why, you know.
But you don't think that this guy, Bones...
Oh, Jonah. Well, here lately, I mean, he's been changing. I don't really know much about her because I've only known her for like the past month since they've been together. But, I mean, it just doesn't sound like the Joe that I knew when I first met. He got out of the pen, he seemed like, he had his stuff together. He didn't want to go back to doing any of that stuff.
You don't have that. What kind of ties does he have to Barbara?
No, just me.
Just through you?
Yeah, that's the only reason he knows her is through me.
And, he has nothing against her, right?
He should, not as far as I know. Like I say, the only time he ever talked to her is if I was around with her or that, and as far as I know, he never went over there to visit or anything like that.
He's never been to that house, or?
Yeah, he's been there, but I mean, they was just, stop by, say howdy, and then say hi to the kids, and that was that.
What's he look like now?
6'7", 6'8", about 240. Usually wears a beard, mustache here, and his hair is about shoulder length. Usually wears a bandana on his head.
What color does he usually wear?
He's got a drawer full of them, so it varies.
Does he ever wear like a ball cap with the bandana?
Usually no.
No? You ever known him to wear a ball cap?
Yeah, every once in a while he'll wear a ball cap. I mean, he's more noted for wearing the bandanas, but yeah, every once in a while he'll wear a ball cap.
Okay. You don't think he'd...
I mean, here lately he's kind of changed. He's not the same person that I know, but I don't know if that has to do with, his situation and what's going on.
How's he changed?
Just his whole outlook on it, he's just got the, don't give it attitude. And
what in his situation's changed?
Well, I mean, he's kind of jobless now, and he's staying with his girlfriend's parents. You know, they're living there with them. You know, he can't find work either. But then again, they don't really want to get up, you know, and beat the pavement like I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they, you know, pretty much, you know, party all night and sleep all day kind of thing. And I'm one of those ones. I'll get up at 5 in the morning. I'll be filling out applications wherever.
Has Barbara been known to have large amounts of weed or anything, or
No.
large amounts of cash?
No, not
Does
as
she
far as I
keep
know.
her cash in the bank, or she keep it at the house?
Well, I know when we were together, we did a little bit of both. I mean, there for a while, we didn't have a checking account, and we keep our paychecks, you know, in a lockbox that was hidden in the closet. We did that, but then, you know, bills got paid out of that, and if it wasn't that, we had the joint checking account.
Would he know that?
Joe?
Yeah.
No. So, I mean, that's not something that would be divulged. But as far as I knew, you know, she had a checking account, as far as I knew.
And Joe knew you were out of that place, right?
Yeah.
Did he know there was another guy in there?
As far as I know, yeah. So I told him, you know, Barbara's dating somebody, because I was staying with, when they had their apartment over there in the same complex that Harry and them were in,
Uh-huh.
I was staying with Joe and Amber there for a while. When me and Barb broke up originally.
Uh-huh.
So I was staying with them two for a while, and then they ended up moving out of there, and I was going to take the apartment over. And then I ended up losing my job. You know, they had layoffs where I was at,
Okay.
so I couldn't keep the apartment. I couldn't afford it.
Okay.
Okay, so yesterday you worked, and then after work, is that when you went over to Barbara's house?
No, I went back to Harry's house for a little while, ate dinner and that, hung out with them for a little while.
Okay.
And then I went over to Barb's, got some clothes. Like I say, it's probably around 11:30 I was there.
How did you get to her house?
Jessica dropped me off. She dropped me off there, and then I got my stuff, and then I just walked back home. It was about a 30-minute walk.
With all your stuff?
I only grabbed a couple extra pair because I've got a lot of my stuff at Harry's already.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's just in a couple of duffel bags, and then I just need a couple extra pair of my pants and shirts for the week.
Uh-huh.
Why'd you take a shower at her place?
Because it's just a big hassle at Harry's and all that.
How's it a hassle at Harry's?
Hey, it's just real crowded in that there, and the bathroom's not real big and all that.
Do you have any clothes at Harry's, or are they all down at Barb's?
Some of them are Harry. I mean, I've got stuff that's packed that I won't be needing for a while at Barb's. I got a majority of what I needed already.
So you went over there with the purpose of changing and taking a shower, or?
No, just, I mean, get a couple extra pair of my pants because I only had like 3 pair that I've had with me, and I want to get a couple more pair of my jeans and some shirts and that.
Okay.
Okay, so Jessica dropped you off. Did you know if Mike was home or not?
Yeah, Barbara, I mean, she'll let me know if, you know, that way it avoids any conflict or anything like
Did
that.
you call first before you came over?
Yes.
Or? Oh, what time did you call her?
Probably about
From your cell?
9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that.
From your cell phone?
Well, she usually texts me back and forth.
You guys text?
Yeah.
You still have those texts?
No, I don't.
What is your cell phone number?
727.
Uh-huh. And who's your carrier?
Metro.
It's registered to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so did you call her or text her to say you wanted to get your clothes?
Well, I talked to her earlier in the day,
Uh-huh.
because she was going to be at work and that, and I was going to go by and see the kids and that, because, you know, I still do, you know, she's as long as Mike's not there, I can go over and play around with the kids and all that. She has no problems with that, you know, because like I say, I mean, past 3 years, me and them kids, I mean, they're like mine,
Mm-hmm.
and she never has any problem with me going over and hanging out with them and that.
But the kids were already asleep.
Yeah, well, I didn't know they were going to be asleep because I didn't realize it was going to be that late by the time he went to work, because she didn't know exactly what his schedule was going to be.
Right, so how did you know when he left?
She texted me and told me it was all right.
Okay, so she sent you a text message and said, it's clear, come on over.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so then you get to Barbara's house.
I went and got some of my clothes out of the shed and that, and I grabbed a shower real quick and left.
And via Jessica drove you.
Yeah, she dropped me off over there.
Okay, so she drops you off, you go into the house, you guys hang out for a little bit, chit-chat, whatever,
Yeah.
get your clothes, decide you're going to take a shower.
Yeah, I asked her if it was all right, because if it wouldn't have been all right, I wouldn't have been. But,
Uh-huh.
no, like I say, Barb's been trying to help me out because she knows my situation, because I've been bouncing around because I really ain't got a stable place right now.
Uh-huh.
And like I say, we're just friends. She's just been trying to help me out as much as she can.
Okay, and then from there you said you walked home.
Yeah.
Okay, what route did you take to walk home?
Straight up, Missouri.
Okay, so how did you get to Missouri from her house, though? Is what I'm asking.
I walked.
Well, I understand
Well, did you
that.
cut
Which-
through the backyard? Did you go back out down the end of Friend?
No, I go out to Friend and then I come up by the Chevron and then up Missouri.
So you go out to Lakeview?
Yeah, out to
cut
Lakeview,
down.
and then I take a left going towards the Chevron, and then I take another left going past Walmart and all that.
Okay.
Okay, so all the businesses with the video cameras out there, we'll be able to see you walking by.
Yeah, should be.
Okay.
I don't see why not.
Let me just ask you this, it just seems a little odd. You take a shower, then you got a half-hour walk.
Yeah, well, I
Aren't you
need to get
gonna
the
get-
grunge and that off. I mean,
Aren't you going to get sweaty and stinky again and then?
no, because it's been cool at night. It hasn't been hot at night.
So you were still dirty from work?
Yeah, because I've been doing odd jobs and I have to work and just hanging out with Harry and them.
What time did you get off work that day?
6.
At night?
Hmm?
Okay, and you worked at the appliance place?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had your deliveries, and then you went, how did you get home from work?
With Harry and them.
Okay, so Harry took you home.
Yeah, because Jessica picks us up in the parking lot next door there. Picked me and Harry up.
Does Harry work there too?
Yeah, he's the driver for him.
Oh,
Great.
okay. Okay, so she picked you all up, you go home. Done.
Yeah, because she picked me and Harry up yesterday. He had to go to Rent Center, make a payment on, I think it's the pull-out couch that they have there. And then we went home and ate dinner and that. You know, me, him, and Dan had a few beers, just sitting there BSing.
Okay, and then you got there about 11:30, you figure?
Yeah, it was around 11:30.
Okay. Did you know what time he was coming home from work that night?
I had no idea. Probably just saying, she wasn't sure what time he was getting off and that, and if I was going to take a shower and, just make it quick and that. Okay, no problem.
Did you talk to any of the kids last night?
No, they were all asleep.
Even the 17-year-old?
Yeah.
She was asleep?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was there, they were asleep, yeah.
And as of about 11.
Say it was between 11 and 11:30.
Okay. You know, Barb worked last night, did you mention?
Yeah, she went in for a while, and I guess she got sent home for something or other.
Okay.
I guess they're cutting hours where she's working at, too.
Sure there wasn't anything else going on over there. But the reason I ask is, she didn't mention you were over there, and the daughter didn't mention you were over there until they got downstairs and ran across.
John.
And John mentioned when he told us you were coming, oh, by the way, you took a shower there last night. We're like, why didn't nobody else tell us you were there last night?
Nothing else. I mean, there's nothing going on with me and Barb. I mean, we're just friends, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, if there is, we don't care. We're just trying to figure out why she wouldn't put that detail in there.
I honestly couldn't tell you. But no, I mean, like I say, we've just been friends for the past couple of months. That's it. I mean, we're still best friends. You know, I trust her, she trusts me. It seems a little weird, being broke up and that, but I mean, we had a good relationship.
I gotta be honest with you. This whole thing does seem a little weird because I don't exactly believe it though. Because if my ex-boyfriend comes over and I'm like kind of sneaking going, okay, my boyfriend's out of here, come on over now, come get your clothes and take a shower at my house.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know how it looks. Like I say, there's nothing going on with us.
Because if there was something going on, then that doesn't mean anything in this investigation.
No, I know
you
that.
still love her, she still loves you, and maybe she wanted this guy out of there.
She never said anything like that to me as far as wanting him out of there. She's not the type that cheats either. That's just not her. She wouldn't do it anyhow.
What if she really loved you though, instead of him?
Well, then she'd be with me, not him, then, right?
Well, if there was some turmoil in your relationship and maybe she just wasn't mentally prepared to get back with you, but she still had attraction and physical feelings for you, is that bizarre that she wouldn't be with you?
I guess not.
Okay. So you're absolutely saying nothing happened last night. There was no intimate contact with you guys at all.
No.
that
None
that
whatsoever.
Mike didn't know about?
No, none whatsoever.
Did you kiss her?
No. Well, yeah, I did on her forehead. I do every time I see her and leave.
All right, hug her.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's about it.
Kids didn't wake up. They didn't have any type of conversation with you, anything
No,
like
they
that.
were all asleep.
All right. What was the conversation with you guys last night?
Just a couple minutes here and there, just how the kids are doing, what's been going on, what's new. Just standard.
That's it.
Yeah,
Nothing about her relationship or how she felt about Mike or anything like that.
Hmm.
You guys didn't talk about that at all.
I mean, if she wants to talk about it, she'll,
Uh-huh.
she'll ask me or, ask my advice or what do I think about something like that. But if she doesn't ask it, I don't pry into, it's her business,
Well, it's her business and it's kind of your business because you guys are still pretty tight, and you still have feelings for her. You want to get back together with her. You guys
Yeah,
spent 4
but
years
I'm
together.
not going to bust up a relationship or pry anything or cause any problems that's going to, cause any turmoil when it's not needed. Just,
Oh, come on.
I-
Nobody thinks that. Come on, if I'm in love with somebody and I want to be with them.
Oh, she knows. I mean,
okay.
I'm not gonna. No, I haven't never lied to her. I told her, yeah, I love her, and yes, I'd like to get
Mhm.
back with her, but I'm not, cause any waves that would have caused them to break up or anything. I just don't do that.
Yeah, but why would you care? Because you love her and you want to be with her. Why would you care if this guy stuck around or not?
It's because I don't want to hurt her.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt her. It would kind of benefit her if she got back together with you. If she still had feelings for you and you still had feelings for her, and you guys invested all this time in the relationship.
Oh yeah, but I mean, we've talked. Me and her sat down and talked, and she just, just wasn't really sure what she wanted, and
Basically, though, the breakup of the relationship was over the kids.
pretty
That's
much,
right.
yeah.
Okay. There was some accusation of some physical abuse. You supposedly child with a belt, which.
Yeah, it wasn't a belt. I used my hand. Yes.
Okay. Did that happen or not?
Yes, it happened.
Okay. And then there was another comment about something about up against you pushed a kid up
Pushed
against
one of the kids up against the wall.
Okay, that's a new one to me.
Okay.
Okay, well even she knew about that one. She's like, yeah, okay, I know about that one.
Okay, I didn't hear about that one.
All right. So if you guys broke up over that, and the kids still obviously love you because they still enjoy being around you and talk very highly of you when we spoke to them.
All right.
How would you guys getting back together not benefit both of you?
I guess, it would benefit both of us, but like I say, I wasn't trying to go about any way to break them up or anything.
Maybe not intentionally trying to break them up, but if I invite an ex-boyfriend to come back over to spend some
No,
time
I see
with
what
you,
you're saying.
I mean?
Like I say,
Right.
she's just a friend trying to help me out because,
Mhm.
I've been bouncing between friends' houses and that's where I've been staying until I get back on my feet again. She's just been a friend trying to help out. There's been nothing else going on there.
Did she ever make a comment with you about, I really do still love you, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing?
Yeah, we both made that comment to each other. Right now, I went back with her now, but, she's kind of stuck in a spot where she just don't know which direction to go.
Right.
She's told me that.
That makes sense.
And
is it a financial thing? Do you think she's stuck with this guy to help pay for the bills?
I don't know. I know they've had rough spots and they, trying to make payments to here and there and that. And, me and her had the same problems.
Every American family does.
But I don't think it's so much a money thing as, as it was the case. Didn't really know what she wanted. Me and her had a conversation. That's pretty much what she told me.
Do you think she knows what she wants a little bit more now?
I honestly couldn't say. Hello. Okay, Dan and Jesse here.
Okay, I'll get wise and get some guys.
Okay, somebody's coming down.
Okay. All right.
But no, I understand what you're saying.
I'm working on like a realistic situation.
Right.
Because I know how people feel about each other. I've been in situations where I've had an ex-boyfriend and maybe I've had a current boyfriend and I've talked to my ex-boyfriend on the side and I'm like, look, I'm with this guy, but I'm kind of stuck in the situation. I want to get out of the situation, but I need the right time to do that. I need, I need some time for this thing to go by before I can kick him to the curb. Because I don't want to hurt him. And
okay, so that never really came up that kind of way. She said, yeah, they got along. And she said she was happy at the moment, and she just wanted to see how it was going to go.
But not a forever guy. Do you think he was a forever guy?
Like I said,
personally, I don't think he was a forever guy.
I've never met the guy or anything.
I think you're more the forever guy than she is. No, I really do. Seriously, from what she said about your relationship and from how the kids feel about you, to me, you're more of somebody that is a base father figure for the whole family,
Right.
as opposed to this new guy who's kind of a drug dealing, flaky kind of guy.
Yeah. I mean, because she never really wanted to talk about it too much, you know. I mean, that was her personal space, you know, and I had mine, and just some places you just stay away from. And that was, I mean, like I say, if she asked advice to that, I gave it to her, you know. You know, she knows, you know, I'm straight up. I'll just tell you point blank how it is, whether you like it or not. I'm just like that.
Right. And having any you had to have some frustrations, though, like, Barb, get your head out of your butt. We belong together.
Yeah, yes, I did tell her that a few times.
Totally understand that. You know, it's frustrating when, you know, she's in a way explaining to you, yeah, I have these feelings for you, but yet it's almost like, do your stuff or get off the pot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's pretty much that.
And sometimes things come to a head and you're like, you know, this is ridiculous. You and I just had this conversation. I want to be with you. You want to be with me. So what's the hold up?
Right, well, you know, I had that conversation. We never have had that conversation. I mean, she hates hashing that conversation out, and all I ever get to know, she doesn't know what she wants. You know? So what am I going to do? Just kind of sit back and wait.
Well, you could either sit back and wait, or, you know, you can move on with your life, or, I mean, was there a point where you gave her a deadline, like, look, you know, you have till such and such a time to either make a decision. You're either going to stick with this guy or you're getting back together with me.
Yes and no. I kind of gave her a deadline, but then, you know, I seen, you know, they were doing all right in it, so I just kind of just let go.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I just wouldn't let it go. You can't just let stuff go like that when you spend 4 years with somebody and you have.
Yeah, but I mean, she always did tell me, you know, if they didn't work out with them, I'd be the first one to know that she was single again.
Oh, great! So you're gonna be rebound guy?
I guess.
Nobody wants to be rebound guy, you know. That doesn't sit well. That doesn't sit well with me. Yeah, that would be like me asking a boyfriend, you know, hey, look, I'm gonna try some fun over here, and I want you to hang out. But when I'm done having my fun, then we're good to go. We're golden. I mean, to me, that's.
I mean, she's pointing my tongue. You know, she just doesn't know what she wants right now, and I can understand. You know, I know what she's been through and past relationships and all that. You know,
was that the conversation you guys had when you went over to the house? You know, what do you want in this relationship?
Well, this was like about a week or two ago. We had that kind of conversation.
Okay. What about last night? Did anything come to a head last night? You know, I love you. I want to be with you. You know, here I am coming over to get.
Well, I tell her I love her every time I see her, every time I talk to her. I mean, everybody knows that. It's not a hidden fact. You know, I do love her and I still care about her. And yeah, I do want to be back with her, but I'm not gonna, you know, push when she's with somebody. It's not me. I don't do stuff like that.
Did she ever say anything like soon she was going to be dumping him?
No, I mean, all she ever told me is, you know, things are all right now, and she just wanted to see how it worked out with him. She didn't know whether it was gonna or gonna not. You know, she couldn't say for sure.
Why? I either know if I want to be with
well,
her.
that's what I tried to ask her about. You know,
Yeah.
I said, you know, you doing it for 2 months, you don't know. She's just like, I just don't know.
Right. You can't compare a 2-month relationship with a 4-year relationship.
Right.
There's like no competition. Let me tell you what, the 2-month guy, he's out of there. You know, seriously. Did you get your ring back?
No. She still got it.
Okay. Does she still have it on a, you know, maybe someday you'll actually be wearing it and have my last name?
I would hope so.
Okay. So, I mean, do you think you guys will be able to work things out?
Honestly, I don't know.
Is that your hope? Is that your desire?
My hope? Yeah, I would like to, yes. You know, like I said, I love her to death, and I love them kids to death. And so I don't know.
Okay. So was there any, when you went over there last night, was there any conversation on your relationship? And don't say no, because I know that's
Actually, no, there wasn't last night. No, I just told, you know, still love you, and wish you, you know, reconsider and, you know, think about it.
What was her reaction to that?
No, I mean, she just clams up. She won't sit and talk like we're talking. She'll either sit there and text. I mean, I could be sitting in the same room and she'll text back and forth and give you answers that way, or she'll write it on a piece of paper and note-wise. She doesn't sit and talk.
Okay.
That she never has.
So if she has a relationship type question with you, she'll write it. She'll
either write it or we'll sit there and text. I mean, she can be sitting in a chair across the room and I can be sitting on the other end of the couch, and she'd rather sit there and text. She's not an open person as far as you know, talking.
Feelings, relationship, being able to communicate.
But she'll sit there and text all night long.
Well, some people it's easier to write things down.
I mean, for her it is. I mean, she just says, she can't get the words out and that, and she'd rather write it or sit there and, you know, type it out, which I can relate to that.
Yeah, I can too. But when she had that conversation, she kind of went mute on you. Did it frustrate you?
Yeah, it does, but you kind of get used to it after a while.
That's not the guy that's here again, is it?
No.
Okay.
It's hard to get used to things when it comes to your heart.
Yeah, but I mean, I just kind of take it day by day myself, you know, with my situation and that. So
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of had, you know, more pressing matters than, you know, love life right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, have you ever felt such an anger, such a fury that you're like, this is just ridiculous. I don't want to do this anymore. I want out of this circle.
Yeah, I've had, you know, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, I've had them days and that, you know, and I'll take a step back and won't talk for a day or two, and, you know, but I love her so much, I just can't walk away.
Right.
You know.
That happens. It happens a lot.
And so, you know, when me and her first got together, you know, I figured, okay, that was my soulmate, and but we all know we had our rough spots and that, and we separated for a little bit, so.
Right. Yeah, this is fun. Okay, so while you were over at the house, did he call her at all?
No, unless he did while I was in the shower.
Okay.
As far as I know, no.
All right. Did you know? Does he have any communication with you at all? Does he have your number? Does he know who you are? Or stuff like that?
That I know. I know the kids have mentioned me around him. That I don't know if he actually knows I'm an ex-boyfriend or whatnot. I have no idea. I've never really asked.
Does he know that when he's away, you come over there sometimes?
Probably not.
Okay. And there would be a huge drama if he found out, right?
Right. Like I say, Bart, no, she was just trying to help me out as a friend and all that, you know, because, you know, friends are few and far between anymore, you know. When you really hit hard times, you find out who your friends really are.
Well, friends is somebody you still care about and love.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I would do favors for a particular ex-boyfriend that I still had feelings for.
Right.
You know, if I was a little confused if he and I were going to get back together or whatnot, if I was maybe stringing this other guy along.
Right.
I don't know, maybe I just wanted to have my fun with him, and then I knew I was going to settle down with you and just stow my oats, basically.
Right. I say, I mean, she point blank, you know, and always told me, you know, she just didn't know what she wanted right now. And it's, you know, about the only answer I got, so.
And your answer was get off the pot.
Yeah, pretty much.
What was your deadline for her that she needed to just do something?
I told her by July 4th.
Okay.
Because that's the day she broke up with me.
Okay, so it would be a whole year, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you own any firearms?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do any of your friends have guns?
Nope.
Anybody in the house? Harry, Danny?
Yeah, no, nobody owns any firearms.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. You guys work, where's it? 3D
3D Appliance, right on Missouri.
If you were to walk out the back of 3D Appliance, would you be able to get to Barb's house? Does it back right up to it?
No. No, there's a storage place behind 3D.
Okay.
That, what's the name of the storage? Not Metro. Shit. Can't remember the name of the storage, but it's just a storage place right there behind 3D.
So you got 3D, you got the storage place. Does 3D have anything to do with the storage place?
No, they're two totally separate places.
Okay. It's
there's
actually behind it.
The storage?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got 3D, and 3D's got their fence. Then the storage place has their fence, and they've got their storage units, and then I think they got another fence on the other side of that.
Okay.
Because me and Barb had a storage unit in there.
Okay. You did have a storage unit?
Yeah, that's when we were actually living together. We had a house in it.
From that storage area, do you still have it?
No.
No, it's gone. Okay. All right. Now, one more thing. You said you were talking to her earlier in that day before you went over, and you were making plans to go over.
Yeah, I asked her, you know, if it'd be all right if I come by, you know, and get some more of my clothes in there because I was running low. And I didn't have a chance to wash anything, and I still have a lot of my stuff over there. Because, like I say, all I had right now was a duffel bag. I got 3 pair of pants, a couple shirts,
Okay.
and, you know, socks, and that. I just wanted to get some more of my stuff for the week.
And then she texted you later that night. So
Yeah, she said she'd let me know when it'd be all right after Mike went to work and that, you know, because she just didn't want a conflict, you know, him running across me running across him, and, you know, just.
And why,
Especially in the shower.
Yeah, right.
and while you were there, you asked her if you could take a shower, or how did that come about?
Yeah, I just asked her, you know, instead of, you know, wait until I got back to Harry's and that and fight with everybody on the shower and that, if it'd be all right if I grabbed a shower while I was there real quick.
Okay.
And she said, yeah, no problem.
Anything else?
No, you know, as long as you're willing to take, you know, the polygraph and everything, just say where you were.
Yeah, I have no problems with that.
Okay. Good deal.
I got nothing to hide, and I haven't done anything.
Okay. All right.
All right, we'll put you out in the lobby with the two of them and take one of them back and.
Thanks a lot for coming in. I
Oh, it's no
appreciate
problem
it.
at all.
Try not to discuss with you with anybody else in there.
Police question Avril's friends, then return to him for a follow-up interview.
Sit over there for me. How'd you get the barbs last night?
Jesse dropped me off at the end of the street down there.
Jesse?
Yeah.
Why would
Jessica.
Why would you lie to me about saying she didn't take you nowhere last night?
I don't know.
Did she take you?
Yeah, because I asked her to run me over there down the street real quick, and then I'd find a way back.
What time did she take you over?
So I got there about 11:30, so about probably 11:45. Left the house over there.
She's saying she didn't. She went to sleep and you were in the house.
Because I had her drop me off over there. I went over there, did that, and she was still awake when I got home, and we went to sleep.
She's given a different story.
I don't know why she'd be saying something different.
I mean, are you involved?
No.
Because just now we know whose truck this is. We know whose truck was out there now.
Yeah.
We're going to start backtracking. Okay?
Okay.
You didn't go in there ahead of time to make sure when this guy was coming home or who'd be where or...
No, because I left her.
I know it's got to be one of you ex-boyfriends or something, because a drug dealer wouldn't have left no witnesses. He had an opportunity to pop everybody in that house, and he didn't. Then they wrote some horse note to throw us off, and I know it's horse because nobody leaves a corpse a letter. If you're involved and you didn't pull the trigger, you need to tell me now. So I find out who pulled the trigger, you can roll over. But if I backtrack and they say, oh, Gary went in there, checked it out, or old Gary cut some holes in some fences, or Gary did anything, this is premeditated. If I find out later Gary's involved to any degree, you're looking at life, no chance of parole, nothing.
Yeah, well, I'm not involved.
Maybe the
in
death
like
penalty if I can throw a conspiracy on you if you're involved. You could be looking at the death penalty if you have any involvement in this.
That.
And right now, either you or her is lying to me.
Well, I don't have any involvement in what happened.
What happened last night? How'd you get there?
I walked.
Why did you lie?
Because I don't want anybody thinking that I'm doing anything I'm not supposed to. And I automatically knew that me and Dan were going to be some of the first ones looked at.
So why didn't you just tell me I walked over there?
Because I figured you wouldn't believe it.
Why wouldn't I believe it?
It'd be a little strange, you know, walking over there at 11 o'clock at night, go grab some clothes, take a shower, and then go home again.
What time did you get there last night?
It was between 11 and 11:30.
Well, she last saw you right around 11, she's saying.
Yeah, it's about when I left the house at 11:30. So it doesn't take long to get from there. So it was about probably 11:30 when I got to Barb's, and it was probably about 12 when I left.
You understand? Somebody f***ed up. Dropped a nice piece of something with their name on it out there. Okay, we start running this guy back, and lo and behold, his girlfriend has a frickin' truck. And we tied him to some people you're tied into.
Okay.
So, you got motive. I can't see how this guy and his girlfriend have motive.
Okay, I have no...
I know you didn't go in there tonight. I know for a fact you didn't pull the trigger.
because they pulled up on somebody's business who had been burglarized and he'd been sitting in his business. When you were out front talking to her today, there was a guy looking at you through some tinted glass at our state attorney's office. And he said, no, that man was not out there this morning.
Okay, that's what I'm telling you. I had nothing to do with any of that. That's what I'm telling you. And I don't know what Amber and Joe would have been doing over there. I haven't talked to them in 2 days. But that's what I did last night. Went over there, got some of my stuff, I took a shower, and I went back to Harry's.
So you walked a half hour to take a shower and walked a half hour back.
Well, then just to see Barb in general.
Are you doing anything with Barb?
No, we are not doing anything.
I'd say, okay, right, it's not believable. It's
Well,
not
I understand,
believable.
but I love her. I know where, I mean, like I say, anytime you want to give me a lie detector, I'm ready to take one with you guys. But no, there's been nothing going on with it. It's just friends, that's it. I mean, there's been nothing intimate, nothing like that at all.
What route did you walk to get to her house? Tell me the roads that you took.
I come out of the trailer park, go down to Missouri. I'll follow Missouri all the way up, go to the Chevron station, and I'll take it right there, go down the 2 streets to Friend, and then down. Same route I always take.
So where's the trailer park located?
It's just behind, it's right behind that barbecue place. You have...
Off of West Bay?
If you're going up West Bay, going towards the beaches,
Uh-huh.
you'll have the barbecue, you'll have O'Houston's, there's the bar that sits there in the corner. Right next to that is the barbecue place. And then along the strip there in front of the barbecue place, and the next row behind that are those efficiencies.
Okay, so you're telling me you walked from West Bay, which is near Fort Harrison, correct? That's where your apartments are?
It's just before that.
Okay. And then do you walk down West Bay?
Well, no, I kind of cut behind the Eckerts and all that. Along that way, just catty corner.
Okay, so you're cutting through a bunch of businesses now at 11:30 at night. Correct? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you keep cutting through businesses until you get to Missouri?
Yeah, but well, it's not so much businesses as just the back street back there.
I mean, eventually you're going to have to start going eastbound. What road do you take eastbound?
I mean, eastbound. I just.
I mean, away from the water. I'm talking away from the water.
No, that'd be going towards East Bay. East Bay, West Bay.
Uh-huh.
Right there where it connects.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to
Run
visualize
your
it.
route by me again. You leave your place.
Okay.
Because East Bay
what?
runs east and west.
Right down to
Correct.
Missouri.
Okay, you go to Missouri.
Yes.
So
Yeah, but I
then
want to
you
know
have-
how you get to Missouri.
Okay, if I leave Harry's front door and cut around the back side of the apartments, it comes off of, I think it's First. It's either First or Second.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll take about 15 minutes off your time, and then you can cut straight across down there to Missouri, and you come out by, what the hell is that? The CVS, the new CVS that's right there on the
I
corner.
know where it's at.
You know, trying to tell you, you got the CVS, and then a little bit up from there, there's the carpet place.
Mm-hmm.
You come up there, and you just straight to
You
Missouri.
walk straight down Missouri.
Yeah.
And then where'd you go?
I'll go all the way up until you hit Lakeview, where the Chevron is, and just take it right there, go down 2 streets, and then down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're telling me you're doing these cut-throughs, but then suddenly once you hit Missouri, you're going to do like a straight line? You're not going to cut through?
There's no other place to cut through over there.
Isn't there a cut-through behind where you work?
No, it's all chain link over there. There's no way to cut through over there.
Nothing's been cut?
Not that I know, no. I mean, everything run behind 3D and all that's all chain link.
Mm-hmm. If there was a hole in the fence, would you be able to cut through?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. We're obviously missing something big here, correct?
I guess.
There's something more to the story that, this is your opportunity to explain what happened.
I don't know what happened.
Gary, Kirsten, we got a problem here. we're conducting a homicide investigation, and you lied during that investigation.
Okay, I understand that.
Why?
Well, just like I said, I didn't think you'd find it believable for me to walk at that time of night and just to go, get some clothes, take a shower, and just, talk to her.
No, we don't find it that believable, but it's not any more believable if you took a car out there and then walked back. How's that make it any more believable? Now, when you got off work last night, you went to Harry's?
Yes.
And did you stay there the whole time until you left the barber's?
Yes.
You did? You didn't go anywhere?
I walked over to one of the neighbor's house and talked to them for a little bit, but that was it. I stayed right there. I didn't go anywhere.
What neighbor was that?
Brenda. She lives up in the second apartment up in the front.
Okay. You got involvement in this?
No, I do not. I have no reason to have any kind of involvement in something like this.
You actually have lots of reasons.
The people, the truck that was there, they left something behind with their name on it. Who we traced to the owner of the truck. They lived together, imagine that. And they're tied into people you're tied into. All right?
Mm-hmm.
They got no fucking motive to do this. You do. You got motive, am I right?
Yes, I'm not going to kill a man over a woman. I mean, it's not going to happen.
Maybe to protect the kids. He wasn't letting them use the phone, was he?
As Barb says,
Right.
they were allowed to.
He was them from what we're hearing.
Okay, I never heard any of that.
You never heard any of
No.
this?
The only thing I was told was by the oldest one that Mike made her get off the phone one time, but that was because she was on the phone all day long. But other than that, no, the kids have always been able to call me or call whoever.
And if I go over there and I go into that shed, I'm going to find your property in there.
Mm-hmm. You walk straight in the shed on the right-hand side, be back towards the back. You're going to see a green tub, and then you'll see 2 other boxes.
Hang here, I'm going to go get some pictures I'm going to show you. Okay, and I want you to tell me who these people are.
You see the problem, right, Gary?
Yes, I understand that.
Okay.
I really do, but I'm not going to kill a man for
love?
anything. No, I mean...
People do it all
I
the
do understand
time.
people will do it, but I mean, that's not me. That's not my style. I got no reason for something like that. And it's not going to gain me anything but locked up for the rest of my life.
Not if you get away with it. It gains you your family back.
Oh, no, because, I mean, don't know how anything like that goes.
What did Barbara say to get you to come over? For real?
Nothing. I just said, no. I asked her if it'd be all right if I could come over and get some more of my stuff for my clothes and that. And then when I got there, I asked her if it'd be all right if I jumped in the shower because I hadn't had one yet. And she said it was fine because she was on the computer doing stuff. I went and got some more of my stuff, grabbed a shower real quick, said goodbye to her, and I left.
Did you guys get into any type of argument over your relationship?
I mean, we didn't even talk about that. I just asked her how the kids were doing, how things were going and that, 10, 15 minutes, just BSing, and that was that.
I want to believe you.
I said, I'll take any polygraph, anything you guys want to give to me. I mean, I got nothing to hide, and I haven't done anything.
Mm-hmm. I just don't like it when somebody initially lies to me.
I understand, and I just, only did that because I didn't think you guys would believe, okay, why would I walk down the street, just
well,
go
it's more
see
believable
her?
because you don't have a car.
Well,
That would be more believable, actually.
and I'm not going to lie, any chance I get to, yeah, I do want to see her. I'm not going to lie about that. I do love her, and I love them kids.
Mm-hmm. Well, the kids apparently didn't like him. They didn't want him to move in. They didn't want him to be there. Did they ever express that concern to you?
They said they didn't like it, but Barb said that they were all right with it because I guess she asked them before she let him move in and that. And
well, what did the kids communicate to you? What did they say to you about it? Did they ever call you and say, this guy's a jerk, I want him out of here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, they said they said, they'd rather have me there.
Mm-hmm.
Mike just wasn't me. I mean, that's what it was.
Right. How did that make you feel? Did it rip your heart out when, her kids are,
Yes,
begging for you to come and, instead there's other...
yeah, it hurts. I'm not going to lie, yeah, it does. Because, I'd love to be back with them again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to go to any lengths like something like this to gain that. No, that's just stupid.
Well, people do things over passion all the time.
I understand. I've never had a violent charge against me in my life. If you look at my record, I'm a dumbass for driving. That's my fault.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine you've already looked up my record.
Well, sometimes people, just because they don't get caught for something doesn't mean they haven't had a certain behavior. People snap all the time. I mean, people can be married and then all of a sudden, something freaks them out and enrages them and, maybe they have a reason for it and it's suddenly something that just clicks in their head and they just have enough. It happens all the time. You ever watch that show, Snapped?
Yeah.
Okay. As you can see, they made a whole series on it.
Right.
So it's not bizarre by any means for a situation like this to happen over a domestic involvement.
Right.
I mean, it's actually more normal than anything else. So, I would just rather something happen over, instead of you being a bad guy and you being this evil person, if something happened over love, that's a different scenario than you being a killer.
Right.
Things happen all the time when it's an act of passion. I mean, the courts look at it different, the juries look at it differently. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Okay. If it was something that was an act of passion, then you need to just tell me.
Well, I didn't do anything. I went and seen her when, he wasn't at home in that, when he was at work in that.
Mm-hmm.
But I always made sure, she was all right with me coming by.
Now, how did that communication actually happen?
What?
The communication with her saying, hey, go ahead and come on over, the coast is clear.
We text back and forth.
Okay, was there a phone call prior to that?
What do you mean?
Did you have a conversation? You said you had a conversation with her earlier in the day.
Yeah, usually when she's either going to pick the kids up from school or when she's taking them to school in the morning.
Uh-huh.
We'll text each other good morning first thing in the morning and that.
Uh-huh.
And we might talk to each other for 5-10 minutes while she's taking the kids to school.
Uh-huh.
And then when she goes and picks them up, in the afternoon and that, I'll talk to her for a couple more minutes, but then again.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so did that happen? Is that what happened?
Which?
How did you talk to her this morning? Because it's Saturday. Oh, wait, so that would have been...
Well, this morning, she called me.
Would it have been... Okay, like Friday? Did you talk to her Friday into Saturday?
No, I talked to her Friday, but I didn't go over and see her yesterday.
Right.
Or yeah, it was last night.
Uh-huh.
And then she called me this morning at 4:30.
Okay.
Who's this guy?
I have no idea.
No,
I know the face, but I don't know the name. I've seen him before.
Who's this?
That's Amber's sister, Crystal.
Uh-huh. And what does she own?
Ford Taurus wagon. Okay, I thought that was her boyfriend's truck.
It's registered to her. She has a boyfriend?
Yeah.
You know him?
Chester, yeah. Okay, well, he looks different than that.
He looks different now? Where's Chester work?
I have no idea. The only time I've ever seen him has been over at Amber's mom's.
Okay. So Chester has no business on those businesses over there, right?
As far as I know,
Why are we going to find anything belonging to him there? It's a good question. Where does this young lady live?
Knowles Park somewhere.
She's not living over here on Hillcrest with Mom anymore?
No, she moved out. Hey, that's because Amber and Joe have got her old room, I guess.
How long ago did she move out?
Honestly, I don't know. Like I said, I've only known her sister and that for like the past month.
For the past month? How'd
Yeah.
you get hooked up with them?
Through Amber and Joe.
How'd you run into them? Where at?
Who, Amber and Joe?
Where'd you meet these two?
At Amber's mom's.
But she's not living there.
No.
They've been hanging out there again. And did you see that truck there?
Which truck?
Her truck, or Chester's truck.
I know he drives a blue truck.
What's it look like?
It's got the 4-door, short bed. It's a Dodge.
What else?
It's just a blue Dodge truck, Dakota, I think it is.
Anything else about it? Anything about the gas cap? Any running boards? Anything that makes it unique?
Not really. Just the 4-door.
Is that what you were wearing this morning?
Yeah, when I was in here this morning, yes.
Is that what you were wearing last night?
That's what I changed into last night.
When you went over and took a shower and that?
Yeah.
If I give you some clothes, you don't mind if we collect that, do we? Do you?
I guess not.
You'll get it back. I'm not going to find anything there, am I?
No.
You know what blowback is?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to find any blowback on them clothes.
Nope. Say, if you want to give me some gloves, I'll give them to you right now. I have no problem
All
with
right,
that.
we got somebody that comes out and takes care of that. You sure you're not involved in this?
No, sir, I'm not. I'm sorry I lied to you, about to get into Ryan that, but
You,
I've been straight up with you with everything else.
you know how this looks to me now. Hang on, just take the ruling. Okay, yeah, I'm in the middle of working the case. I had somebody call back the mother and tell them we'd call them back. I'm just not in a position where I can talk to them right now. All right, but we will get back to them. All right, thanks. You sure you're not involved in this?
Yes, sir, I'm not sure.
Why would these other two people drive somebody out there to kill this guy?
I honestly have no idea.
Has word gotten back to them that their names come up in this?
No.
Have you told them?
Nope. I haven't even talked to him.
You think Barb would tell them?
I don't even think Barb talks to him.
So nobody else would talk to him?
Unless Harry might run across Joe over at the shop or that. That's about the only person I know might.
Harry run across Joe.
Every once in a while when Joe and Amber run up and down Missouri, if Harry's out in front of the 3D shop and that, they might stop and say hey to him and that.
Okay, so you have had no phone calls with them today at all?
No, last time I talked to them was yesterday morning. Yesterday afternoon, somewhere in there.
I thought you talked to them a couple days ago.
No, I talked to him yesterday too. And then Thursday I talked to him.
What did you talk to him about yesterday?
Just seeing what he was up to and what was going on. Like I say, he's a friend of mine. I still talk to him.
Mm-hmm. Well, I heard you guys were like very, very close. They would do anything for you. You would do anything for them.
At one point in time, me and Joe were close. And like I say, just, the past couple of months and that, he kind of went and done his thing and I do mine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there are no phone records, no phone calls today at all between you guys.
He tried calling me, but I was too busy. I couldn't answer the phone.
Okay, so when we look at the phone records, it's going to be a quickie phone call.
Yeah.
It's not going to be long, several minute type phone call.
Hmm.
Did you answer the phone?
One time I did, and I told him I couldn't talk right then.
Okay, what was his reaction to that?
None. He just said he'd catch me later.
Okay, and then were there any other phone calls?
Amber tried calling once.
Okay, why?
See what I was up to and what was going on.
Going on with this case?
No, I mean, they haven't even mentioned anything about this.
It's all over the news. Not once they said anything to you about this big, huge news thing, a homicide in Clearwater?
No, because when I talked to you this morning, you said no, not talk to nobody about anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I pretty much just haven't been talking to them.
Okay, so when we look at the phone records, it's only going to be 2 phone calls, and it's going to be inbound from his phone to your phone, correct?
No, I called her mother's house one time too.
Okay, why?
Looking for Joe.
Was he there?
No.
And so he was returning your phone call?
Yeah.
And at that point, you weren't able to talk to him. You didn't have time to talk to him.
No, I was busy. I was at work.
Okay. I'm still having an issue, Gary. Because first when I talked to you, it was I didn't talk to him at all. Then it was, or I hadn't talked to him in a couple of days. Now you just tell me you just talked to him yesterday. Now when I bring up phone records, then okay, well, yeah, I did call him once, but then he called me once, and then Amber called me once, and if it's a domestic situation, that's the difference between a needle in your arm and another type of sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Am I very clear?
Yes.
Is there something more to the story that you need to tell me?
No, I mean, I have no involvement in this, and I really don't think Joe and Amber did either. I mean, they have no reason to. I mean, they don't ever. They might have seen Barb maybe once or twice since she's moved into the new house. Once that I know of, because Barb told me, they stop by to say hi and say hi to the kids. But other than that, they don't ever talk to her.
The only reason they would have is you.
But I don't involve them in that because that they've been doing lately. I don't want them anywhere near them, and I tell the kids to stay away from them.
What have they been up to lately?
Because they're hooked on those damn oxycodones and that, shooting them up like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want the kids around any of that.
Have you taken any oxy?
Nope. I don't play with any of that stuff.
Did you take any prescription medication? So nothing. The only thing that might be in your system is maybe marijuana, and that's it. There's nothing else. There are no pills. There's no cocaine. There's no anything.
No, I haven't done any of that stuff in, God, a while. I mean, yeah, pot will come up my system.
Mm-hmm. I just want you to understand that this is your opportunity to clear the air. So
I understand that.
Because everything kind of revolves around you at this point. And that's my concern.
How's that revolving around me?
Because it's your relationship with her. You know, you guys are obviously very serious, which is completely understandable. You know, you spend 4 years with a woman, you raise her children. You know, nobody gets in your heart like a child.
Right.
There's nothing around that. And to see the woman that you love with some idiots.
Okay, but like I said, I've never met the man. I never met him, don't know anything about him. I just went by what Barb told me about him.
When did you find out about this? What happened?
About which?
About this guy getting killed. How did you find out?
Barb called me this morning.
What time?
4:30.
You have that on your cell phone? Where were you at when you got the call?
At Harry's.
And did you wake that lady up and ask her for a ride?
Yeah, I tried waking Jessie up to give me a ride over to Barb's.
Did you tell her what happened?
I was trying to, and she wanted to roll over and go back to sleep. That's when I woke Harry up, and Harry took me over there.
Harry took you?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I don't have it on here anymore.
Why wouldn't it be on there? Let me see your phone. Mind if I look? These are your last calls? Did you get a lot of calls today?
Yeah.
Is a Barb?
That's Barb, yes.
So were there a total of 3 phone calls between you, Joe, and Amber today?
Yeah, that should be about it, because I called over there.
What time did you call over there?
You called them today?
Yes, I was just telling her that. That was the sad because they tried calling me. Amber tried calling for something or other, and I couldn't really talk to her because I was on the back of the truck. So I called back over there and they weren't home, and then Joe tried to call me back.
What are they trying to call you for today?
I don't know, I haven't really had a chance to talk to him.
I hope you're not sitting here lying to me. I'm going to get a box in here tonight. Okay?
Okay.
If after you've been sitting here wasting my time like this and somebody's dead, if I can tie you into a conspiracy, I'm going to go over, I'll be at that grand jury in the morning seeking a death penalty on you. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
I don't think you're being truthful with us. I think you've got some involvement here. You want to help yourself out and work here?
Hello, Grizzly.
We can minimize this. Okay? You didn't pull the trigger. If you're at the low end of the totem pole here, I may be able to turn you over to a witness. But if you keep lying to me, and we get in here and that box says you're not truthful, I'm telling you. I'm going to find out who did it. I'm going to get a conspiracy, and I'm going to seek the death penalty. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So this was planned. This is a capital murder. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
You want to tell me your involvement in this?
I'm telling you the truth. You can get the box in here. I will sit here with the box. I did not have anything to do with this.
It's these people that we're finding that are involved are tied to you.
And I understand that.
You're tied to Barb. These people aren't directly tied to Barb. They're in no way tied to Mike. You know, we got a computer system here. It checks all the police reports, checks all the property records, checks all your relatives, checks your social security numbers, tells me who's using your social security number besides you.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to see all these ties. There are no ties with Mike and these people. Barb said Mike never met these people. She said Mike never met you.
No, he didn't.
The only connection here, really, between Barb and these people is you. And we had that 17-year-old girl in here today saying this guy fixes stuff for you.
Who was?
That this guy Joe, or they also call him Bones, that he fixes things for you, were her exact words while she was getting fingerprinted. What does that mean?
He doesn't fix anything for me. I've never had any kind of a problem I needed fixed.
This isn't adding up.
I don't know where she got that from.
I don't know either. I didn't put those words in her mouth. Did you know Mike was a drug dealer?
No.
These two people out here did. How come you didn't?
Because I didn't pry into any of it.
There was never this. They've been discussing this at the house. They want this guy out. He's bad.
Yeah.
You never heard any of this?
I heard hearsay, but I mean, I asked Barb about it, and she said no, he wasn't. Because they've lied before in the past just to stir up things between me and Barb.
But yet you live with them.
No, I've just been staying there off and on. It's not living with them, you know. I mean, I get.
Yeah, but if I wouldn't even stay with my ex's ex. You wouldn't do it.
I mean, me and him are kind of passive with each other now. You know, he's actually been trying to be a nice guy now, but they still trying to roundabout way backstab. Because Jesse's got it out for Barb and that. Because there's no love lost between the two of them.
Okay.
You know, due to Dan.
This is just real fucked up. Let me tell you something. But when they prepared their rap, some guy was walking his dog and happened upon this during the daytime. Who could be out there that works in the area, that lived in the neighborhood, that had been seen by the neighbors before and wouldn't look suspicious doing something out on the side of a house? Would it be Bones?
I don't know. I mean, he's known in the neighborhood.
Does he work near there?
Yeah, as far as I know, he's not working anywhere.
Okay, he's not working. Does he live there or had been seen at that house quite frequently?
Or Barb's?
Yeah.
Not as far as I know.
How about Chester the molester here? Does he work near there?
Like I say, I don't have no idea where he works.
Has he been seen near there?
As far as I know, no.
Okay. How about you? Do you work near there?
Yeah, I do.
Have you been seen near there?
Yeah.
And in fact, the neighbors say you're there quite frequently. They were able to describe you this morning.
Yeah.
So if you were out there skulking around on the side of a building fucking with something, nobody'd call the cops, probably, would they?
Side of which building?
Out by Barb's house. If you were back around there, back rear of your business, in between there and the fence area, and don't think anybody called the cops?
So I've never done anything back there by the fence. The furthest I've gone is in the garage.
In the garage of what?
The garage in the back of her house.
Do you have any tools in our house?
Yeah, but they're inside the house.
What kind of tools?
Just mechanics tools.
You have any bolt cutters there?
Pair of tin snips. Regular wire snips. But they're in the toolbox in the house.
Okay. In back of your business, if you were out back there, nobody'd really question that if you walked way out back?
I don't think so, I don't know.
You know, every time we look at this, you're the motive. You're the one with the motive. Chester don't have a motive. Does he?
No.
Does he have a motive?
No, I don't think any of them know her.
How about Bones and the other girl?
I mean, they know her.
You were at work today, right?
Yes.
There's a lot of talk about this, wasn't there?
Well, I guess somebody come before I got to work today. When I left here, Harriet was telling me that somebody from one of those shops down there come down there and was talking about it.
And what were they saying? And who did they think was out there that morning?
Daryl, the owner of 3D, said that it was talk about Joe being out there.
No, there's one of our detectives found a business out there with video on the side of it that's going to catch whoever's moving back and forth in there. We're not going to find you out there on any of these 2 days out there with fences or running around, are we?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
This is your opportunity here.
I know that. I'm being straight up with you.
How do I know that? You've already lied to me.
I understand that.
And you've lied to me over something minor, which makes me wonder. Why would you even tell us she took you out there? You knew we were going to talk to her, right?
Yeah.
What are these people going to say when we start rounding them up tonight?
About what?
Somebody's going to talk here.
I say,
somebody with the least involvement. Maybe her saying the truck was out last night. Then we backtrack from there. And who's this eventually going to come back around to? Who's got the motive?
I understand what it looks like, but I wasn't anywhere last night. Except, I went to Barb's now like I told you I did, and then I went back over to Harry's.
And nobody can account for you at Harry's except until 5 a.m. or 4:30. 4:30 or 5 a.m.
It was 4:30 I tried, because that's when Barb called me, and I tried to wake Jesse up to give me a ride over there, because Barb asked me to come over, and I had to wake Harry up, and he took me over there.
Did you set this thing up?
No, I did not.
Then why in the hell would Bones drive somebody out there? to kill this guy?
I don't know. I honestly don't.
See, before it was, we just thought it was bones. Now there's shit that ties into his girlfriend's sister on the frickin' property. She owns a truck. Not only was there a guy at the business here, but there's a guy down the street on house arrest that's sitting out in his driveway every night. He's probably selling dope. But he saw the truck pull up. He saw a figure get out. His description of the truck and the guy at the business's description of the truck is the same. And when we find this truck tonight, I bet you, what do you think it's going to look like? What do you think it's going to look like? Why the f*** is some of his identification on that property? Why? Probably because it was in his truck and it fell out of the truck when somebody was getting in or out. I think you're involved. In fact, I'm almost positive you're involved. Barb might even be involved too, now that I think about it. Somebody wrote a bullshit note. I found the pen. Whose fingerprints are going to be on that pen?
Yeah,
this is your opportunity to help yourself out.
I understand what you're saying. I had nothing to do with this. I know it really looks bad, but I had nothing to do with this whatsoever.
You're the only one with a motive at it.
No, I understand what you're saying, but there was no reason for me to do it. Never met the man, don't know the man.
But you're in love with Barb, right?
Yes, but not to the point where I'm going to kill somebody.
You like her children. You're
Yeah.
protective over them. Right?
Yeah.
And it's somebody that knew the family that did this. Or they would have took out all the witnesses. This is an awful nice killer, an awful nice drug dealer here. He had Barb at gunpoint. He had a chance to waste her. He talked to her. She can identify his voice. She saw certain features of his.
Okay.
Why didn't he kill her? Why did he just kill Mike? Why didn't he kill the 17-year-old when she's standing right there, got a good look at him?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Might not have been there, but did you send somebody over there?
No, I didn't.
Would somebody take it upon themselves to go over there and take care of your business?
That I don't know.
Somebody might do that.
Say, I've never asked anybody to do anything like that, nor would I ask somebody to do something like that.
Conversation ever come up?
No.
If this person did it, and you called them up and said, what the fuck, would they tell you they did it?
If I could find out if that's who it was, yeah. They probably
So
would.
if we put you on a controlled line and we had you call this jackass and say, what the f- did you do last night? What's he going to do?
I wouldn't talk over the phone.
What would he do?
No, I'm just saying wrong, but like I said, I don't think it was him. I really don't. At least I don't want to think it was.
Would he tell you if he did it?
Honestly, I don't know. It's like I was telling her. They've been so hooked up on shooting up them damn oxys and that lately, I don't know anymore.
But you called him yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And he called you twice today?
Yeah. But I was busy and didn't have a chance to talk to him.
Is that unusual for him to call you that much?
No.
So when I pull your phone records,
Yeah.
I first see he's calling you almost every day?
Yeah.
Or a couple times a day?
Yeah, it's either him or Amber.
And how are they listed in your phone?
It's just under Amber's mom.
What's that name? Let me see your phone again. What was the name that they... Amber's mom?
Yeah. That's the only number for them.
What kind of phone is this?
A house phone.
Who all lives at Amber's mom's house?
Her mom, her dad, Joe and Amber, her younger sister, and I think 2 of the grandchildren.
Where's this lady's truck at now?
I couldn't tell you.
Who normally drives it?
Well, I thought it was his. I thought it was Chester's truck.
So you got no problem with me taking your clothes?
No, not at all.
Okay. No problem with us getting major case fingerprints from you?
Nope.
How about a DNA swab?
Go ahead.
No problems. Okay. When I start backtracking, this is your opportunity now. You understand that?
Yes.
Once you leave this station tonight, one of these people tells me you set this up, and they were able to tell me, yeah, he went in there and took a shower. That was his guys to go in there and find out what time he was going to come home, find out who was inside. If they tell me you cut any holes in any fences or done anything else to make it easy to get in or get out, I'm going to hit you with the conspiracy, and I'm going to go for the death penalty in your case, too. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay. So we want you to sit tight right here. It's going to take us a little bit to get somebody to come out and process you, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm going to let you go tonight. You're not going to disappear anywhere, are you?
I don't have any reason to.
You have any contacts anywhere? Any other place you're going to go? Where can I find you when I need you?
Probably be hers.
You said you were staying at a couple of other friends' houses.
Yeah, but here
Okay,
lately
who?
it's just been Harry's.
All right, who are those people?
The other one will be Brenda. She lives right there in the same complex.
At 610?
Yes.
It's all in that same complex?
Yes.
Okay.
And she's the same girl you visited
Yeah,
that
the
night?
other night, yeah.
Okay, what apartment is hers?
It's number 2, I believe.
Number 2?
She's second one over from the barbecue place.
Okay. And then who else? Have you stayed at Barbara's house? Not Barbara. But what was the name?
Brenda?
Brenda, yeah.
No, I haven't spent the night there. I just go over and hang out here, and just a friend to hang out with.
Okay. No relationship between you two there?
No, she's just a friend.
And then who's the other person? Because you told me you hung out with a couple of people.
No, Joe and Amber, I've stayed with them a few nights. And then a couple of nights there's an abandoned house I've slept in.
Okay. When did you stay at Joe and Amber's?
That was when they were over there on the East Bay.
Yeah, when we were all sharing the one apartment that was right behind the barbecue place. It was 1 bedroom.
What about since they've moved here? By
I
Barbara?
spent one night there in the back room with them
Okay, when was the last time you did that?
about a week and a half ago.
Okay.
And since then, I've either been spending in, an abandoned house that's down the road from us, or I'm staying over at Harry's.
Okay, we're going to get you processed. We'll get you some clothes.
What size do you wear? Medium, large, extra large?
Large.
Large.
Okay. All right?
Right.
But like I said, I backtrack, find out later.
Yes, I understand what you're saying. I understand what
I
it looks
want
like.
you
I
to
really
make sure
do.
you understand this.
I do.
Okay, so this is serious.
And I understand it. And I know it looks really bad on my part.
Especially when you lie.
Well, and I'm sorry. I didn't think you'd buy it or believe, that was actually what I did.
Well,
Why
did.
does that make it any worse, walking or getting a ride? Explain that to me.
I mean, it doesn't. I just, thought maybe you'd think it a little strange, walking at 11:30 at night.
Did you walk back from there?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes.
And you took a shower there. That's true. And you got some clothes?
Yes.
What clothes did you get?
Actually, the ones I got on right now.
Any other
I
clothes?
got some other ones, but they're in a duffel bag of Harry's.
So you took a shower last night and you put those on?
Mm-hmm.
And you walked home in those?
Mm-hmm.
And you've been in those ever since?
Did you fall asleep in those?
In my pants, yeah.
What about the shirt?
No, I didn't have the shirt on.
When did you sleep?
When did I sleep?
You were at her house when last night?
I left there probably about 12. I got to Harry's about 12:30.
Okay.
And I went to sleep when I got there, and then about 4:30 this morning when Barb woke me up.
Okay. All right. You understand how this looks?
I understand. That's why I say, you take my clothes, I'll do
Okay.
DNA, whatever you need to do.
Okay, and you're willing to take a lie detector?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I have no problems with that.
All right, we'll see what we can get going for you. Just hang tight.
Still convinced that Avril is lying to them, investigators make one more attempt to crack him.
I don't know why. I haven't done anything to him.
Have a seat over there. Well, look, what was Chester going to give you $250
I don't know.
for?
I honestly don't know. The only thing I knew he had going on was with the boat motor with Joe.
Yeah, that's with Joe. With you, he's supposed to get it to him tonight, he says, as a matter of fact.
I have no idea. I swear to you, I have no idea what he's talking about. I really don't.
Why is he making stuff up?
I don't know.
He's got no reason to make stuff up. It's not going to benefit him in any way. He's under arrest for a warrant.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
No idea, no clue.
No, the last time I talked to him was last weekend when I went and picked my dog up from his house.
Right, he's saying he picked the dog up, okay? And he's not sure if it was that day or if it was Monday or Tuesday that you had this conversation that he needed something for his wife. And you were going to pick it up for him. You could get him a couple different kinds, but he wanted something small. Help me out here. What were you going to get him?
I wasn't going to get him anything.
Come on, tell me the truth here.
I-
You lied to me before.
But
The more you sit here and lie to me, the worse this is.
I wish you had a lie detector right now because I am telling you the truth. The God's honest truth. I have no idea what he's talking about. I wasn't getting him anything. It wasn't me.
Why would he lie?
I don't know. I haven't done anything. He thinks I'm the one that broke into his house. I haven't done anything to him.
What were you going to get him?
I wasn't going to get him anything. It wasn't
Something you
me.
have access to.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I really don't. Honest to God, I have no idea what he's talking about. It wasn't me.
You
I
know,
was going to get him anything.
when we gave him the rundown of basically why we stopped him, and he found out who had his truck, and we told him that somebody's dead, who do you think he told us killed that person? You.
Me?
He said you would be the one that would kill him. And we didn't even tell him who was killed or what the circumstances were. We just told him who the players were. Your buddy Bones, his girlfriend. I said, if they were involved, who do you know, who they know that would shoot somebody? Oh, his brother Gary. Says, well, can you describe Gary? Describe you, bring him over there. Can you point him out? Opens the door. Boy, he's freaking pissed, isn't he?
Yeah, and I don't know why. I haven't done anything to him, and I wasn't going to get him anything.
Why are you lying to me about this? This guy's got no reason to lie about this.
I am not lying to you about that.
This guy's admitting to stuff that he's doing that's somewhat wrong. Why would he sit there and tell us that? Why would he dig himself a hole just to say that? He says you're a real prick, that you're into a lot of stuff here.
I'm not in anything.
You
I
live
don't
in an
bother me.
abandoned house somewhere sometimes?
Yes, I
Where's
do.
that at?
I told you, right off a lake.
Off a Lakeview or
Yes.
Lake?
No, right there on Lakeview. There's
Right by the church there,
Yes.
his old house.
Who? Um,
That's whose house it used to be.
I don't know who used to live there.
That's pretty close to Barbara's place, isn't it?
No, it's just there. I mean, that's where I was working, was right in there.
Hang on a minute.
Hey, Joe.
Go ahead.
What have I got to do to prove that I'm telling the truth?
You need to start telling the truth.
I am telling the truth. There was nothing I was going to do for him. There was nothing I was going to get for him. The last time I talked to that man was last weekend when I went and got my dog from his house and took it to the pound. That was the last time I ever talked to him.
There's nothing you're going to deliver to his house tonight.
No, nothing whatsoever. And I wish there was some way I could prove this. I really do. Say, the last time I talked to him was last weekend. It's the last time I ever talked to him.
We know your friend had his truck this morning.
Who? What?
Your goofball friend, you know who I'm talking about, had his truck this morning. We got 2 witnesses now that saw that truck. We drove them out there. They said, that's the truck. So your friends drove somebody out there. Your fucking friends, who got no motive to kill this lady, you got a motive. I got a dead guy here, and you're sitting here fucking with me.
No, I am not.
It's time you start telling the truth.
I am telling you this.
What were you going to get him? Don't tell me nothing. What were you going to get him?
And he's lying to you.
What were you going to get him?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't even know what the hell he's talking about. It wasn't me that was going to get him anything.
He describes you. He names you by name.
Yeah, and I've known him since as long as I've known Amber and that.
Why would he say you were going to get him? So why would he just frickin' make that up?
I don't know. And like I say, I wish there was some way I could prove it to you. I do. I really do. I am not with you. I'm not lying to you. I'm not playing any game with you.
You're real close right now to going to jail for homicide. You're very close. Basically, I got probable cause for you. You know what that is?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, but we don't usually arrest people for probable cause on a homicide. If I wanted to, I could.
I swear, I am not lying to you.
Did you kill that woman?
What woman?
Or did her boyfriend? Did you kill Barbara's?
No, I did not.
Who did?
I have no idea.
Who did? You were there tonight. That night, you were there. Your friend and his girlfriend drove the killer over there. Did they drive you over there?
No, they did not. I was not with them.
Who would go do it? Your friend drove him over there. He don't have a motive.
I don't know.
He don't have a motive. You have the motive.
I honestly do not know. I swear I don't. I do not know. I wish to God I did.
What were you going to get this kid?
I swear to you, I wasn't going to get him. I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
So he just made this up.
Yes,
you're gonna get
I
him
swear
something.
to God
You want to know what
is.
he says you're going to get him? You want to know?
Yeah.
What do you think it is?
I'm assuming a gun is what he's talking
You're assuming a gun. How do you know I wasn't going to say weed or something?
about. No.
Pills. You're assuming it was a gun. Well, you assumed right.
No, I don't have access to them. I don't know anybody who deals with that.
You know, we're getting ready to pick these other 2 up. And I'm betting your buddy ain't gonna crack, but his girlfriend is when we get her in here. So this is your opportunity to tell me what your involvement is with this now.
Nothing. Like I say, I didn't even know the man. I never met the man. I mean, yeah, I'm in love with Barb, but not to the extent I'm going to kill somebody or have somebody do it for me.
Why would your friend drive somebody over there and kill
I
him?
don't know. I wish I did. I really wish I did. I'm not you know.
You spoke to this guy yesterday, right?
Joe?
Yeah.
But this never came up. None of this.
He'd even know Mike?
Not as far as I know.
How does he know Barbara?
Through me.
Barbara's slinging pills?
No.
Never?
As far as I know, no.
No? She ever deal with Bones? No dealing with him.
Not as far as I know, no.
Not even some kind of pills he was selling, or she was getting him?
No.
Nothing that you know of like that?
No, I didn't think Barb did. I mean, I knew she smoked a little weed now and then, but that was about it. I didn't know she did anything else. I mean, the entire time me and her were together, she never did anything.
What about speed, over-the-counter speed?
Oh, mini things?
Yeah.
Yeah. Once in a blue moon, she takes them.
What about coke?
I've never seen her do it.
You ever heard of her doing it?
I heard everybody say she does it, but I've never personally seen her do it.
So if she admitted to me she did it once, she's probably done it more than once. Right? And you've heard about it.
Yeah, but I don't believe everything I hear. Like I say, I've never seen, she's never done it in front of me.
So, you know, we got a big problem here. You've already lied to me. Your credibility is pretty much shot.
I'm not lying to you. And I wish to God there's some way I could.
Now I can pretty much prove your friends are out there. They had this man's truck. Some of his paperwork was accidentally kicked out of that truck. I can now verify that his wife's parents had that truck, and your buddy lives with his wife's parents. And those two idiots returned that truck this morning.
Yeah, but I wasn't with them.
You know something about this. You're the only motive they have for doing this.
And I don't know what, because I never asked anybody to do anything. I've never said anybody to do anything. No, it was just between me and Barb. That was it. Nobody else, there was no other involvement with anybody for anything.
Why would this guy drive somebody over there to kill her?
I don't know.
Was he supposed to get killed? Was he maybe supposed to get an ass beaten?
No, I never saw anybody do anything.
Your friend's involved in this.
I understand that.
This guy's telling me that a couple of other people interviewed tonight say you two pretty much call each other brothers.
It's just because we've known each other a long time.
And you're real close, right?
Yeah.
And this guy's got no motive. Am I right? You have any motive to kill this guy, Mike?
No.
Who would have a motive?
I understand you think I would, but I don't. I mean, there's no reason for me to.
Do you think maybe you're protecting the kids or protecting her?
There was no reason to. She said everything was fine at the house. There was nothing going on.
Well, you knew he dealt drugs, right?
No, I didn't.
Her ex-husband didn't tell you?
I mean, like I said, everybody talked about it, but she never said anything about him doing it or selling anything.
But you heard him talk about it.
I've heard him talk, but that's that.
And you heard his girlfriend talking about it?
Who?
Her ex-husband's girlfriend.
Oh, Jessica, yeah. Well, with Jessie, I don't really believe anything she says anyhow.
So you knew he was bad news. You knew they were getting ready to call DCF on him, right?
No, that I didn't know.
That was openly discussed in the house, according to them. They're
Not
going to
from
wait
me.
for him to get comfortable and call DCF.
It wasn't talked about around me.
And then you lied to me tonight on how you got out there. And nobody can account for you being back at that house till 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning.
No idea how I got back there.
You lied to me on how you got to her house tonight, didn't you? You told me that lady drove you to her house.
Oh, the other night.
Yes.
Yes.
But she didn't.
No, I walked.
And nobody can account for you between there and 4:30 in the morning.
I don't know what to tell you. I really don't.
You know something here. Your friend drove somebody over there to kill him. You've got no motive.
I don't
You're a
either.
good buddy. Well, from what I was told, you basically, when she threw you out, you were pretty heartbroken. Correct?
Yeah.
You lost a bunch of stuff. What'd you lose? What'd you lose when you and her separated?
I didn't really lose that much. I mean, I had moved into a different place and that.
What did you lose?
Didn't really lose anything.
Nothing at all?
Well, just hurting the kids. I mean.
The what?
Hurting the kids. I mean, that was about it. I mean, as far as personal effects and that, no, I mean.
Nothing, no money, no nothing.
No.
Then this guy turns up, and these folks you live with say you seem kind of upset about that, about Mike.
I've never even met the man.
Barbara's telling us you're trying to get back with her.
I've never denied that.
What better way?
Jay.
Your friend and his girlfriend were in that truck.
Jay, well,
They dropped somebody off. Possibly they even dropped you off. How do I know you didn't walk from that house when you left there and walked down to where they are? It's only right up the street off of Lakeview. It's an awful short walk.
Shorter than East Bay.
Yeah. I wasn't there.
This is premeditated, planned out by somebody that knows the layout of that place. Wasn't the ex-husband. Your buddy's only been there once.
It wasn't me. I don't know what I've got to do to prove that to you.
Who else is there? It wasn't her ex-husband.
No, it wasn't me. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know what the hell was going on.
You got some involvement here somewhere. There's no doubt about it.
I don't have any involvement with it. See, I never knew any of this was going on until I got the phone call this morning. I had no idea. And then everybody's telling me that Joe and Amber were over around that way. I didn't know anything about that.
They dropped the guy off.
So I don't know, maybe Joe thought he was doing me a favor. I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking anymore.
He just killed somebody for you for a favor without...
In the state of mind they've been in lately, probably. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Just out of the goodness of his heart. Well, why is this kid telling me you're going to get him a gun? You got to
I don't know.
Why would you assume that's what it was?
It's
Yeah.
the only
I don't
thing we talk
understand.
about, different sizes of that. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Different sizes of bags of dope. Different sizes of who knows what. You're going to get the kid a gun, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I don't even know where to get one. I don't know anybody that deals in them.
You must. The guy had it all set up. Why would he just make that up?
It wasn't.
How's it going to benefit him? I told him, buddy, don't matter what you say, what you do, you're gone for the warrant. I can't help you out there. He got no favors. He got no preferential treatment. He got no help in any way. In fact, he's pissed at us. He's pissed because he was out driving his car with his kids and the sheriff's office and us stopped him and pulled his ass out at gunpoint. So he's not too happy with us, but he's more pissed off at you.
Say, I don't know why. I've never done anything to him.
He's awful pissed off for you to do nothing.
Well, he thinks I broke into his house for some reason, and I don't know why. I have no idea why, because when they called us the night it happened, all of us went over there.
Well, I'll tell you why they think it was you. They think it was your buddy Bones and his girlfriend, but your mother-in-law's vouching they were there. So they say, well, they know they were involved, and if they were there, you're the only one. You're the only one that's out there pulling shit with them.
I'm breaking in his house because that day that happened, I was with them most of the day.
I could care less if you broke into his house or not. I could care less if you're going to sell him a gun. All I care about is this dead guy tonight.
See, and I don't know anything about it. So what am I going to do to prove to you?
You ever been in that blue truck?
Yeah, I've been in his blue truck with him.
Why?
Just driving around with him.
Where?
He has this thing at this doctor's office he goes to. Me and Joe both did it with him.
What do you mean has this thing?
I don't have the card with me. What it is, you go in and you fake the doctors out. So you get scripts for him.
When's the last time you've been in his car?
3 weeks ago.
Okay, so it's fair to say that your print shouldn't be in there anymore since he uses that for work and there's a lot of people in and out of it every day, right?
Right. It says about 3 weeks ago I was last in that truck.
So we probably shouldn't find your DNA or your prints in there then. With all the people he's having in and out of that truck, he's using it for work.
Right.
So if we find something of yours in there, that's being processed right now.
Yeah, it's about 3 weeks ago. That was the last time I was in that truck.
And what, did you go get a script too?
Yeah, I mean, but Joe did.
What did you get a script for?
Oxycodones.
What did he get a script for?
Same thing.
What did you do with him?
Sold him to Chester.
Why would you sell him to Chester when he could have walked in with you and got his own?
No, because the doctors know people like that. What he does is he'll pay for the doctor's visit, which if I had the card with me, I'd tell you which clinic it was. They charge $300 for the visit. And you go in there, you just tell the doctor, da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
What do you tell him?
That you had an accident, like you either fell off a roof or something like that, or you had a car accident or something like that, your back's really messed up. And you mention this other doctor's name.
Who is?
It's one that's being investigated. It's got a bunch of trouble going on with him right now.
What's the name?
Lyle.
Okay.
And what you do, you go in and tell them you came from that office, and the doctors there will see you in that, and then they'll give you the same script that you were getting supposedly there without any records of that, and you turn around and you'll buy the script.
Why doesn't he go in and do it?
I guess you only do it so many times, and
good question. Why doesn't he get his script refilled?
you have to go back before you get each refill.
Well, he's already on it. I mean, how difficult is
Well,
it
no,
to go back
because
to
what they'll do is they'll let you slide the first time around, and then they'll tell you, okay, if you want to come back again, you need to bring your medical records or this or that with you.
So after the first time he gives it,
Pretty much.
that's a little odd. How many times have you pulled this scam?
Just once.
How many offices? You been other offices
No,
doing
just the
this?
one.
And you and Joe did it the same day?
Yep.
Walked in together?
Yeah.
Had appointments at the same time?
It's a walk-in. You don't have to have an appointment. You just walk in and do it.
Where's this at?
It's down Penal's Park. Say I don't have the card with me.
Well, streets?
I was only there once. It's just before. Down Penal's Park past Park Boulevard.
What'd you take to get down there?
He went all through his back roads and all that.
Oh, you know the main roads out there?
Yeah.
You know 66th Street?
Yeah. Actually, it's pretty close.
Belcher?
It's actually pretty close to 66th Street, because there's a strip plaza that's got all kinds of little doctor's offices in it.
Okay, and it's on Park Boulevard?
Yeah.
Alright, you didn't shoot this guy.
No, I didn't.
You know who did?
No, I wish I did. I wish I could tell you who did it. I really do.
I'm telling you who drove out there. So who would do it?
I don't know. I really wish I knew, but I really wish I could tell you I do.
And there's something. No, if you didn't shoot him, you can still save yourself here. Okay? I want the shooter. Did you shoot that man?
No, I did not shoot that man. I wish I could tell you who shot him. I really do.
We found some clothing disposed of along that trail too. I got your DNA.
Yeah.
Am I gonna find it? What I found disposed of out there?
Mm-hmm.
Am I gonna find it on things that look like they were accidentally dropped?
No.
Am I gonna find it on cigarette butts where that truck was parked?
I wasn't there. I wasn't with them, and I didn't kill that man.
You went in there last night, correct?
Where?
Her house. Supposedly to take a shower.
Yes.
Were you gathering intel on when this guy was going to be back?
No, I never asked her.
Did she ever tell you?
No. She just said he was working late and had enough time to do that.
And it never came up, oh, well, what time's he coming home? That's just a normal question.
No, because I told her I'd be right in and out. I just was there to grab some clothes and take a shower, and that was it. I was gone. I never asked what time he was getting off or what time he was going to be home.
So if I called her up right now and I ask her everything that you guys talked about, that ain't gonna come up.
No, because I never asked.
You sure?
Yes.
Because I talked to you before and talked to somebody else and I got a surprise.
No, because I never asked her what time he worked until.
When she finds out that I can say for sure who was sitting out there in that truck, she's gonna tell me you're involved.
Never asked.
Now, do you understand the question? When I tell her that Bones and his girlfriend were definitely in Chester's truck and dropped the killer off, is she going to tell me you're involved?
No.
When I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt it's your good buddy that dropped the killer off.
Yes, because I had nothing to do with it.
You never asked when he was gonna be home.
No, all I asked is if I had enough time to catch a shower and get a few of my things and be gone, and she said, yeah, I had time for that.
When did you ask her this?
Before I went over there. He said he went in early, he was gonna be working late. She didn't say what time or when.
She called you.
Yeah, she called me back to let me know when he was going to work.
When did you make the plans for her to call you that night?
Nothing, she just, when I talked to her when she took the kids to school in the morning.
Friday morning?
Yes.
You talked to her when she took the kids to school?
Yeah, because every morning we usually say hi, good morning, or something to each other.
Where did you see her at that morning?
I didn't see her, I just texted her on the phone.
You text her?
Yes.
That leaves a record.
Yes.
We're pulling your phone records, we're pulling her phone records.
Yeah.
What did that text say?
No, just good morning, how are you doing?
And what did she write back?
Fine, how are you doing? You know, just basic stuff. And then I asked, would it be alright if I come by tonight, get some of my other clothes out of the garage, and maybe take a shower after I get off work and that. He said, well, I'll have to let you know later because I don't know what hours he's working yet. And I said, okay. And then later on, text her back, said, did you ever find out if it would be alright or not tonight, or do I come by another time to get clothes? And she says, no, it should be alright tonight. He's going in at 8, but I don't know how late he's going to work till. He's working later.
Where was, you text her? You know where she was at when you text her?
No, honestly, I don't. I don't know whether she was at home or if she was in between runs getting kids or not.
Did she work last night?
As far as I know, yeah. Most of it.
So she'd be at work when she got this text, more than likely, right?
Yeah, but I think she went home early last night because she was sick or something. Usually on Fridays, she only works until like 7:30, and then the weekend she works double shifts.
We're digging a hole here again. I can tell you're having to think about this stuff. Are you telling me the truth?
Yes, that's usually the hours she works.
No, about texting her around that time?
Which time? No, it was early in the day.
Originally, when she
Yes.
took the kids to school. Then you text her back later at about...
Yeah, mid-afternoon, probably around 3.
I thought you said in the evening.
No, that's when she was going home and that, because she texted me again saying she was going home sick.
What time was this?
That was probably around 7:30. She was going home early. And I said, okay, and then she said,
I'm gonna go call her.
okay.
If this doesn't match up, I'm probably gonna blow a gasket. And you're gonna think that guy over there was Santa Claus when I come back in here. Okay?
I'm not lying to you.
All right. Want to sit tight? No.
Just one quick question too. When is the last time you talked to Chester? On the phone?
On the phone?
Yes, on the phone.
Three, 4 days ago.
Okay, so you didn't have any contact with him at all today?
Nope.
Yesterday?
Nope.
All right, there are going to be no phone calls from your phone to his phone?
Nope.
What was the phone conversation about, the last one you had?
Actually, I was looking for Joe when I called him.
And that was the extent of the conversation?
Yeah, because I was looking for Joe and Amber, and I asked him if he'd seen him around or that, and he said no, and that was that.
You sure?
Yes.
I'm going to let you know a little secret here. Remember 9/11?
Yeah.
You heard Department of Homeland Security?
Yeah.
You know what the terrorists used to communicate 9/11? Take a guess.
No idea.
Cell phones?
Okay.
So right now it's required. You heard all this stink about them, the Bush wiretapping stuff. You heard about that? Every frickin' cell phone call is recorded and has to be stored for so long. In a homicide case, I can go over to the Department of Homeland Security with these phone numbers. These are homicide suspects. I need the tapes from here to here. And I'm going to be able to listen to everything being said on your cell phone.
Okay.
his cell phone, Barb's cell phone, what's his name, Bones' cell phone, his girlfriend's cell phone. You understand that?
Yeah.
Was this stuff ever discussed on your cell phones?
No.
Okay, because you know I'm going to order that up along with your cell phone records. And that's what I'm going to hear you calling him saying, hey, you seen
Joe.
Joe?
Yeah.
And what did he answer?
No, he hadn't seen him yet that day or that.
And that was the end of it, or is there more conversation?
That was the end of the conversation.
Nothing about a gun or nothing
No.
on there? Okay. Sit tight, we'll be right back. All right, we just spoke with her. Let's go over this one more time. Tell me exactly what happened since Friday morning.
Alright, I text her, like I do every morning, saying good morning. She usually texts us good morning back when she takes the kids to school. And then I asked her, later on to be alright. If I come by, got some more of my clothes, and maybe took a shower after work and that. She said, we'd see later. I'll let you know later on when I find out what's what. Later on, I talked to her about the time she takes the kids to school, or wants to pick them back up. And she texts, it should be alright tonight, should be no problem. And then she texted me back later on that she was going home because she was sick and that.
What time was this?
So it was around 7:30, 8 o'clock when she was going home, I think.
Okay.
And then she said she texted me in a little while after, he went to work and that, it'd be alright for me to come get my stuff and that.
Okay. So where were you at when this was going on?
Well, up until 6 o'clock I was at work.
Okay.
And then after that, I was over at Harry's.
Okay, so when did she text you back? Say it's all right to come over.
It's about 9:30, 10 o'clock, somewhere in between there.
And what time did you leave that house?
About 10:30, quarter to 11.
So you waited a half hour or so?
Yeah.
Why didn't you leave right away?
I was still finishing up a beer that we had sitting there and that.
Why didn't you ask anybody for a ride?
Because everybody was getting ready to lay down and that. Harry was already asleep. And Jess and Dan were getting ready to lay down.
So how'd you get there again?
I walked up down to Missouri, went up Missouri, went past the Chevron, and turned down past there, and went back down the street, back down front.
Okay. Then you went to the house.
And I went and I got some more pants and a couple of my shirts. I was stuff
Where'd
I
you
got
get
stored.
those from?
There's a green tub, and then there's 2 boxes in the very back right-hand corner of the shed that are mine.
The backyard?
Yeah, in that garage type thing she's got, in the very back part of that on the right-hand side, there's a green tub sits there, and then there's 2 boxes there that's got my stuff in them.
Okay, were you anywhere near a van tonight, that night? Friday when you picked up your stuff?
Nope.
Did you touch your van?
Nope.
Okay. So you got your stuff out of the backyard, then
Mhm.
what'd you do?
I went in, took my shower, talked to her for a few minutes, and then I left.
What'd you guys talk about?
Nothing, just how the kids were doing, what's going to be going on, how she was doing.
Who else was there?
The kids, they were asleep.
All of them were asleep?
Mhm.
Even the 17-year-old?
Yeah.
She was asleep?
Yeah.
And what time did you leave?
Say it was about 11:30. Actually, no, it was about midnight when I left there.
Where'd you go?
Back home, back to Harry's.
Walked.
Yes.
Same route.
Yes, same way I went over and went back.
Did you ever talk to Bones last night?
No.
Sure?
Yeah, I didn't talk to him at all last night.
She talked
Well,
to him
earlier in the day I did, but not last
what
night.
time?
Around 2, maybe 3 o'clock.
And where were you all day yesterday?
At work.
From when to when?
9 in the morning till 6.
And which work were you at?
3 appliance.
One on Missouri there?
Yes.
You got a lunch break over at the appliance place?
We take it on the fly.
Where'd you take yours yesterday?
With Harry, we were on the road.
You'll verify that?
Yep.
Were you ever out back around her house anytime yesterday?
Nope.
Anywhere near her backyard, near that field back there?
Nope.
Sure?
Positive.
Did you shoot this guy?
No, I did not.
You know who did?
No, I wish I did. I told you that. If I did, I'd tell you. I wish I did know who did it.
Why would your friend take somebody over there?
I don't know. I really don't.
He call you today?
Once or twice, if I didn't have a chance to talk to him.
Did you answer it?
Yeah, I told him I couldn't talk right now because I was in the middle of stuff. I was in the middle of having a freezer in my hand.
And what did he say?
He said, no, let's catch it later.
He seemed upset? He seemed any different?
No.
What times did he call you?
Well, probably around 3:30 maybe, and then it was a little bit later than that, one too much later. Because in the middle of runs.
Did you mention to him what happened?
No, didn't say a word.
Did you tell him you had to come to the police station today?
No, didn't tell him that.
When you left here the first time and the detective went out and got you, who were you talking to?
I was talking to Daryl from 3D Appliance.
On your cell phone?
Yes, because he wanted to know what was going on because I was running late that.
Running late from what?
Because I was up here with Barb when she called me and that. And I didn't go into work till 11.
No, when you were, tonight, when you left, who'd you call?
Oh, I was trying to get a ride.
So who'd you call?
I called Barb first. I tried calling her and I couldn't get a hold of her, and I tried calling Jesse.
Did you get a hold of her?
No, Jesse's phone wouldn't pick up. I got a hold of Barb. That's who pulled up when the other officer, detective, came back down and said they still need me back up here again.
Mind if I look at your phone to see what calls you made when you walked out of here? How long did you talk to Barb?
Couple of minutes.
What was that conversation about?
Nothing. Just asking her if she could come get me a ride in that.
How did you get to your last group of calls? How many times did you call her?
Who?
Barb.
A couple of times, so she answered the phone. She has trouble hearing if it's not on the ringer up.
You've called Chester before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right. You called him about, how often you talk to him.
That's what I'm doing, man.
I let you go tonight. Where you going?
Probably going to stay over at John's house. It's Barb's cousin that was up here earlier with her. Short hair, sunglasses. He said, be alright if I spent the night there tonight.
You going back to Harry's?
Eventually, yeah. Tonight, maybe not. Tonight I'll probably stay there because I know Dan's going to have the other kids over there, so there's probably no room. But you're not going to have any trouble finding me if that's what you're asking.
What's that?
You're not going to have any trouble finding me if that's what you're
Alright,
asking.
let me make sure I get, what's your cell phone number again, Gary?
727-831-7224.
We pick this guy up, he's not going to tell us you're involved, is he?
Who?
Bones.
No, I'm not.
How about his girlfriend?
She should, because I'm not. I haven't done anything.
But they don't have a motive.
I understand what you're saying. I completely understand what you're saying. Yeah, I pretty much do have a motive, but I don't. I'm saying I never met the man, didn't have anything against him, didn't know him. I mean, yeah, I love her, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna lie about that. But not to the point where I'm gonna do something like that and kill somebody, no.
What about have somebody killed?
No, I wouldn't even think about that either.
What about just have somebody's ass whooped?
Well, that's a little different.
Okay.
You know, just an old-fashioned ass whooping, yeah, I'm not gonna say, no, I wouldn't think about that.
All right, what about an ass whoop with an accidental whoops, I didn't know he was going to kill him?
No.
That's what it is. Let us know.
No, because I haven't asked anybody to, give an ass whooping or nothing. I'm just saying, it's not something I wouldn't not think of, just, hand an ass whooping, but there was no need for me to. Like I said, I didn't know the man, as far as Barbara's,
But he was an asshole.
I didn't hear this, though.
Yeah, but the kids were upset. The kids didn't like him. The kids wanted him out, and they wanted you in.
Yeah, but whenever
That's
I
not a secret.
talked to Barb, I mean,
Uh-huh.
everything was supposedly fine around the house. I mean, he wasn't hurting the kids or nothing or that, so, I mean, there was no reason for me to. She seemed content with everything that was going on.
She couldn't have been that content if she still wants your friendship, wants to talk to you, communicate with you every day, wants to stay in touch with you, wants to see you, wants that intimate contact with someone. I'm talking mentally.
No, I understand what you're talking about, but, same sense, I mean, she never said, anything was wrong there at the house or things were going bad or anything like that.
Yeah, but he seems like an awfully controlling, kind of nutty guy if he's telling the kids he can't talk to his dad, can't talk to you, can't talk to whomever. I mean,
well, I'd asked Barb about that.
Uh-huh.
She said that wasn't the point. And most of the time, anytime I usually get 1 or 2 calls from the oldest kid and the 10-year-old at least once a day
Uh-huh.
just to say hi. I get a call from one or the other at least once a day, and they call me.
So they love
So-
you and they still consider you their dad.
Pretty much, yeah.
So they're probably heartbroken that you're not in their life anymore.
Well, I am, but I'm not. I mean, not as much as I used to be in that. But
Uh-huh.
anytime Barb, they tell Barb, I'm going up to see him or she's going to come see me, and she's never had a problem with it.
Uh-huh. Well, they'd have a problem if he found out about it because he already told her, I don't want you talking to him. He knew exactly who you were.
So I didn't know that.
He didn't want her talking to you. Well, obviously you know that too because you know it would cause a conflict if he
Well, yeah, but that was just out of respect thing, I mean, any guy,
bogarting another gal.
Exactly. That's all it was. But no, I mean, as far as I knew, he didn't know who I was.
Gary, we're just trying to make common sense out of this.
I understand that.
You know where we're coming from? Okay. Because, it wasn't random. It was, somebody was really ticked off. It was planned out. It was thought out. There were some mistakes made, obviously, or else we wouldn't be here.
Right.
So, if it was a situation where, you were upset and it was like let's just whoop this guy's ass and teach him a lesson. Maybe he'll get the hell out of there. And things just went wrong. I mean, wrong.
So
I didn't mean for that to happen.
It wasn't even that because I didn't even think about that.
Come on, Jerry. Somebody left a note. You know that. We had you copy it.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody leaves a note for a corpse, do they?
No, that wouldn't make any sense.
You ain't gonna be able to read
Send
it.
him over there to whoop his ass and this went awry.
I
If
didn't
it
send
did,
anybody over.
let us know. We can get you out of this.
I didn't send
Now, but if they tell us later you sent them for anything and you've sat here and lied to us for hours and hours and hours, there's nothing we can do for you. What's it going to look like if you're involved and I go up in front of a judge and say, look, Gary made a mistake. He meant for this to happen, but this guy they sent's a nut. It got out of hand. Gary didn't mean for him to get killed. Gary really didn't mean for him to get hurt that bad. Gary's sorry for what he did. Gary made a mistake. Or if I went in there and said, Gary sat there and lied to us for hours and hours, he never came clean. I had to take his DNA, take his clothes. Finally, we start picking people up. They tell us Gary's involvement. He never came clean. Which way do you think it's going to go better?
I understand what you're saying, but I didn't have anything done to the man. I really didn't. I didn't send anybody over there to do anything to him.
We can put your friend there. We can put his girlfriend there.
And I understand what you're saying, but I had nothing to do with that. There was no reason for me to. I didn't know the man, didn't have anything against him.
Well, why would your friend do it? He's got no motive.
I don't know. I honestly do not know. I wish I could tell you.
And he doesn't know enough. Really, I talked to Barb about the times he was there. One time they dropped something off. Do you know what that was? You have no idea? You sent him over there to drop it off. What was it?
Oh, probably the dog food and that stuff.
Okay, when was that? How long ago was that?
A week ago, after I took my dog to pound.
You took your dog to the pound?
I didn't have anywhere else to keep him.
Did you get rid of him?
No, I took him to the pound.
Right, did you get rid of him to have somebody else adopt him?
Yeah,
Or
because I couldn't take care of him no more.
Oh, okay.
So why would you have him bring over dog food in a cage to her house?
So she could use it for the dog, and because the cats and the dog that are there grew up on the same dog because I had mine on, and I figured she could use it, so I had him.
She has a dog?
Yes, looks well.
You know she had cats, we didn't see a dog.
Yeah, it usually hides underneath the couch.
So you sent Bones over with
the dog food in the cage again.
Where did he get the dog food in the cage?
From me.
Okay, why didn't you go over with him?
Because Mike was home.
Mike was home?
Yeah.
Does he know Bones?
That I don't know.
Why would he think this guy's all of a sudden dropping off dog food in the cage? What was the story there?
No, I think he was asleep, because I told Joe just, because I called Barb, told her he was just going to drop it off on the outside of the house.
Has Mike ever met you?
Me? No. I've never met the man.
So what difference would it make even if you showed up? He wouldn't know who the hell you were.
Just out of respect, Barb just asked me not to come around if he
And that was a week ago.
Yeah, roughly, yeah, because it was last Sunday I had to take him to the pound.
So that was last Sunday that
Yeah.
he went by there.
Yeah.
And there's a record of you taking your dog to the pound?
Well, it's a night drop-off, but there should be a slip that I filled out with him. Because I left my phone number and my name and everything on that slip.
So
And then what, do you just chain him to the fence?
Huh?
What, do you just chain him to the fence?
No.
Is there a night, does the dog fit through some type of slot?
No, what they've got, it's like 6 or 8 cages
Uh-huh.
on the outside of where the actual adoption part is, and it's a night drop for the animals. You put them in separate cages if you want to leave them overnight, and then people take them
Is
in
it
the
the
morning.
Humane Society or Animal Control?
Humane Society.
The one on
Up,
590
No, up on
in Largo?
Walsingham.
Oh, okay.
Went up there by where the ambulance place is.
Oh, that's
Next door to
animal.
that?
That is Animal Control.
That's
Yeah.
Animal Control.
Yeah, right
So
there.
they should have a record of that.
Yeah,
What kind of dog was it?
a pit bull hound mix.
Okay.
Brindle, named Cosmo.
And then before that, he was only over there one time. Correct?
As far as I know, yeah.
Briefly, right?
I know one time he went by and visited Barb and the kids and that. Him and Amber did, and
That was
I don't
a pretty
know.
brief visit, right?
Yeah, as far as I knew.
So not long enough for him to get some layouts, get how to get in from the back, and he was never there that long.
No, as far as I know, anytime he went over there, Barb said it was, a short visit.
So it was somebody that had been there more than once, been there a few times, that planned this thing out, correct?
Yeah, I would say so.
Obviously, yeah. And the only people that really visited her a lot were you, the ex-husband, some of her girlfriends, and the only one that's got ties to Bones is...
Me. I don't understand what you're saying and how you're looking at it, but I had nothing to do with it.
You draw a map up for this guy,
For who?
Bones. You tell these guys how they could get in and out of there.
No, didn't do anything.
Somebody did. He wasn't there long enough when he dropped off that dog food in that cage. She wasn't there, but somebody was there. He wasn't there long. We know the ex-husband didn't send Bones over, right?
No, I didn't send him either. Didn't send anybody.
He had knowledge how to get in and out of there from off of frickin' Missouri Avenue. Who would know something like that?
Anybody going down the street.
Anybody going down the street looking, oh, hey, There's Barb's house.
No, just anybody knows it. I mean, you cut through that field over there. There's workers in there all the time.
What kind of workers?
City workers.
And how do they get in there?
That I don't know. I think through the access gate on the main road.
Which is, anybody walk in there? Is that locked?
There's been times I've seen it unlocked, but I don't know how often it is.
And those fences back there, can you get over them easy?
No. No, they're high fences.
So somebody would have had to know this in order to go in there and make a route, right?
Yeah.
You work there. You've been to her house a bunch of times. You know Bones.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying and how you're looking at it, but I didn't have anything to do with it.
It doesn't make sense.
I know that it doesn't make sense, but it's the truth. I didn't have anything done to that man. I didn't shoot that man. I didn't send anybody to do any harm to that man. And that's the truth.
And we're starting to wonder if maybe you did the shooting.
Well, I didn't shoot anybody either.
Why wouldn't you tell us if you just sent Bones over there? He hasn't been out there enough to get that layout.
I understand that. But I haven't sent anybody out there.
And he just didn't decide to do this on his own.
I don't know.
It was planned out. Steps were taken in Friday, early Friday. Did you cut any holes in any fences?
No, I didn't.
And you got wire cutters?
They're in the toolbox in the house.
Can we come get them?
Yeah.
They're in the toolbox in what house?
In Barb's house.
When's the last time you had them out?
Oh, hell. I was doing some work to her van one day. Probably about 3 months ago.
What about over at work? They got bolt cutters, wire cutters.
No, I hate the only one's got a pair of cutters is Harry.
The guy you live with?
Yeah.
What kind of cutters does he have?
Just wire cutters.
Where does he keep them?
Locked up in a night shed.
At work?
Yeah.
So he could have got them for you, right?
He could have if he'd have brought them home. But he usually locks them up every night.
Why would he have to bring them home?
He wouldn't.
I mean, you could have used them during the day, right?
No, because I don't have a chance to go anywhere during the day. I'm
Why
there
is
at the
that?
shop.
Huh?
We're there at the shop, unless we're on the road doing deliveries.
You couldn't walk out back for a little bit. You don't go out back and take a smoke break? How easy would it be to go out and take a smoke break in that?
No, we're allowed to smoke back there in the back. Where we do the repairs and that at.
Go out to make a personal phone call, anything, step away and go back there. It don't take long to go back there and make a hole.
Well, I haven't done it. I mean, there's always somebody there with me. Harry's usually right there next to me all day long.
You constantly by your side.
Pretty much, unless he goes up to grab paperwork and then come back, but I'm usually loading the truck while he's doing that.
You never walk out of his sight.
Maybe for about 5 minutes here or there. That's about it.
That's really all you need, wouldn't it?
I don't know, depends what you were doing.
How long does it take to get from the back of that shop to those fences?
To which fences? There's,
The ones that lead up to Barb's house.
I don't know, never looked.
You know, you've been back there.
And I said, well, where 3D's at doesn't go that far down. It stops.
And then what is there?
There's the other buildings off to the other side there.
What buildings are those?
See, there's a glass place down there, the gas station that used to be on the corner. A repair shop, an auto repair shop, I think there is, next to the glass place and that. And there's something else in between them. But 3D stops at that building next to us.
A guy sitting across the street out in his driveway, seen that guy get out of the car, seen that guy walk with purpose in a specific direction. Somebody that's familiar with that area. Somebody's got no hesitation. And Bones isn't that familiar with the area. Unless you guys walk back there and practiced or something. Only lead me to believe that it would be you or ex-husband. And I don't think it was the ex-husband.
It wasn't
You
me.
either-
It wasn't there.
You either went in there or you helped these guys drill for it. Give them a layout. They went with a purpose. They knew where these spots were. They knew what to hit, what to do, get in, get out. This wasn't random. This was planned.
I don't know because I didn't do it.
That'd have something to do with it.
No, I didn't
Either
have
the
anything
planning
to do with
or
it.
something, that they know it too intimately.
I had nothing to do with it.
Okay, but wait, I know Bones didn't go in there. Okay? You know that area. Who did you train to get back there?
I didn't train
You'd have
anybody
to
get back
walk
there.
somebody through, explained it to them, drew a map, did something.
I didn't do anything with anybody. I didn't send anybody.
You had to.
No.
Bones couldn't have planned this himself. He wasn't back there enough. He wasn't back in that portion of the house when he visited. He wasn't back in that area when he dropped off the dog stuff. He wasn't back in that area.
Well, it wasn't me and I didn't do it.
Your stuff's stored back that way, isn't it? Towards the back there,
In the back of the shed.
which gives you a reason to be back there, back in that area, right?
No, the shed's way off this way. Shed's behind the house.
Mm-hmm. Behind the house, towards what?
So towards Anus, pretty much sits right here in the middle of the yard.
Towards the back of the house.
Yeah.
And your stuff's stored back there.
Yeah.
So you've been back there a few times, right?
Yeah.
You're familiar with that area back there. You'd see the layout of the land back there. Bones hasn't been back there. Bones hasn't been in the backyard. Yet the person he dropped off went right back there where there were some pre-cut holes for him to go right through. You've been back there. He hasn't. You've been back there.
Yeah, but I haven't cut any holes in any fences.
You got motive. He don't have motive. You got motive.
You ever climb through holes in fences?
Huh?
You ever climb through holes in fences?
No. I didn't even know there was any holes in the fences back there.
No lighting back there, is there?
No.
It's like pitch black, especially at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Somebody that knew the area.
No, it wasn't me.
The more I think about this, the more I'm leaning towards you shot the guy.
No, I didn't shoot anybody.
Your stuff's stored back there. You go back there, you know the layout back there. The guy that drove the person over there's never been in her backyard. Never been to the side of the house. Wouldn't know the layout back there. And this is 4 o'clock in the morning, it's pitch black. This was planned, and I bet it was even practiced. It had to have been to be hit that precisely.
Well, I didn't do it. I didn't send anybody to do it.
Your friend did the driving. You got the motive. You know the layout.
I understand all that, but I did not do it.
Barb thought you were a little odd that night, too.
I ain't a little odd.
Weren't quite yourself. Something was a little odd. Why would you say that?
Mm.
Did you kill this guy?
No.
Did you go back there last night and kill this man?
No, I did not.
Who did you send back there to
I
do it?
didn't send anybody to do it.
Your friend has no motive.
Okay, we've been through this. I didn't send anybody. I didn't do it. I don't know what happened or why. I really wish I did.
Can't.
That's the
It's
truth.
impossible. You're the only person with the knowledge and the motive.
There's 1,300 people to hang around out there.
What do you mean? Hang out where? In her backyard?
No, in that field back over in there.
No, there's not. It's all fenced off by the city.
When it's opened up, there's all kinds of people riding bikes and all that back around in there.
All kinds of people.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people always
All
running
kinds of people that want to kill Mike.
No,
They're
I'm just saying, there's
back
always
there.
people back in there.
That's ridiculous.
Just saying, I've seen them back there.
Who have you seen back there? That's shut off by the city. It's locked up. Our radio tower's back there. There's nobody in there riding bicycle.
No, when they've got it open, when they're doing the maintenance and that, people go back in there.
Not many. And if they do, they get booted pretty quick.
You know, and I don't have a reason. I never met the man. I didn't have anything against the man. I didn't know who he was, so why would I have to kill him? Or why would I think about
He's
killing him?
screwing your girlfriend.
No, it's my ex-girlfriend. She wasn't mine anymore.
And there's kids in there.
You see, I've never known any of him putting him in there.
You're living with her ex-husband that knows all about this. It's talking about this. He says it was discussed in front of you.
Yeah, and Barb said it was a bunch of bullshit.
And the kids even said they didn't like him, didn't they?
Yeah, they said they didn't like
And
him.
that's
They never
bullshit, too?
No, they said they didn't like him, but
You
He
didn't
didn't do
put
nothing.
two and two. You believe Barb?
well,
Barb lies a lot, don't she?
as far as I know, no.
As far as you know, no. That's what everybody's telling me. She has a tendency to lie. And she's usually f***ing around with more than one guy. Am I right?
No.
She's been caught f***ing around on the internet by her ex-husband. She's got a, what is it here?
Big, sexy.
Big, sexy something website here.
Female dog.
Yeah. So, but none of these other guys are tied in with bones. You are.
I didn't do anything. And I didn't send anybody to do anything to the man.
You're involved in it somehow. And as soon as that piece of evidence comes back, you're done. You know that? I hope you didn't cut yourself going under a fence. I hope you didn't leave a piece of clothing attached to a fence somewhere. I told you we collected stuff along there. That's why I took your
That's
DNA.
And I had no problems doing any of that.
And you haven't been back around by them fences ever.
No. I
Never.
haven't.
Never been back by our radio towers or back in that area on the side of her house.
No.
Outside her yard. Never.
No.
So if your DNA is there, you killed the guy.
I've never been back there.
You heard what I said. So if your DNA is back there, you killed this man.
I didn't kill anybody, and I've never
If
been
your
back there.
DNA is back there, well, you told me it wasn't, you killed this man.
I didn't kill anybody.
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
If
hear
your
what you're
DNA
saying.
is there, you killed this man. It's never in your life have you been back there. Never.
No.
You've never touched those fences. You've
On
never
the one side, I mean, yeah, I've been
What
over there
fence?
in the back of Barb's yard because I have had my dog chained up back there.
On her yard.
Yes, on that side of the fence over there.
That's the only place you touched.
Yeah, I haven't touched
Okay,
it.
so if it's on the other fences back there to block off the walkways,
Which
it
fence?
shouldn't be.
Which fence?
The fence that prevents you from getting back through there. There's a couple of them. The only fence you touched is along the side of her house.
Right.
That's it.
That's the only one.
So if I find your DNA on any other fences, you killed that guy.
Well, my DNA's not going to be on it just because I haven't done anything.
Exactly. So if I find it there, you killed that guy.
I say, I haven't done anything, so it won't be there.
But if it is, you did it.
No, I didn't kill anybody.
But if your DNA is there, you killed him. Because you told me you haven't been back there.
No, I haven't.
We're making sure we got this straight. You haven't been back there.
No, I have not.
And when I pick this guy up, he's not going to tell me you had an inkling that this was going to go down.
Right, I didn't have any idea what was going on or what happened. But I haven't been back there, and I didn't kill anybody.
And you didn't set this up.
No, I did not.
You didn't send anybody over there for any reason.
No, sir, I did not.
This is your last chance. Once you walk out of here, when we pick him up later tonight, as soon as he says you're involved in any way, there's nothing we're going to do to reduce anything. I'm charging you with the max. You understand that?
I understand that. Yes, I do. But I haven't done anything.
That's awful hard to believe.
Oh, no, it's hard to believe, but it is the truth.
And you've lied to me before, so how do I know you're telling the truth? You lie about small details. How do I know you're not going to lie about the big ones?
I'm not lying this time, and I'm sorry I can't prove it to you. I wish I could.
Then we got a guy over here saying you're trying to sell him a gun.
Well, he's full of shit, because I'm not trying to sell him
Where would
anything.
he even come up with that?
I don't know.
We didn't even tell him how this guy got killed, and he's saying you tried to sell him a gun.
See, I don't know.
It benefits him in no way. Benefits him in no way. Huh?
I don't even know where to get a hold of one.
He says you could get a hold of a couple.
No. And he's thinking he's got me confused with somebody else.
How does he have you confused with somebody else? He picked you right out tonight, didn't he? No hesitation.
I say, I've never talked to him about anything with guns.
Why would he make that?
I don't know.
It doesn't benefit him, does it? Does it benefit him in any way? I told you he's under arrest for a warrant. That's the judge's order. I can do nothing to help him. He doesn't know how this guy was killed. He doesn't know if it's a knife, if he was choked, if he was poisoned, if he was beaten. He don't know that.
I don't know where he come up with I was going to get him a gun. I've never had that conversation with him
Why
at
would he
all.
lie about that?
I don't know.
It doesn't benefit him.
Because he thinks I'm the one who broke into his house, I guess. I don't know.
Why would he think that? You're his good buddy out getting him dope for him at the doctor's office, right? What other kind of shit have you been into?
Nothing. That was the only time I've ever done
Nothing.
anything.
He says you're into a lot of stuff.
I'm not into anything.
What have you been arrested for?
Driving unsuspended.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I pull your history. That's all I'm going to see is
Yeah.
driving on us. How about your buddy Bones?
He's got countless offenses.
Like,
armed bank robbery, drug possession, thing sales.
kind of perfect guy to send over and knock somebody off, huh?
Well, I didn't send anybody to knock anybody off.
Send him over there just to hurt the guy?
No. I didn't send anybody anywhere.
Alright, once you walk out this door, we're done. I'm not going to talk to you again. If something comes up, you're going to jail. No ands, ifs, or buts. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
And I'm not going to listen to a damn thing you have to say after that. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So if your involvement was this, and this guy throws you in for the whole f***ing thing, guess what? This is capital, too. I'm going to have no f***ing problem getting an indictment on this for murder. No f***ing problem at all. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And that's not very pleasant. I've done it on less. This one is going to be no f***ing problem. And this one here is so well pre-planned, we're not going to f*** around with any plea deals for life. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
This is so clear cut with people saying when they saw these fences cut. People that are putting your friend and his girlfriend there. Evidence that that man's truck was there. And that he says he wants to go to court and testify against you. He's going to stand up in there and swear that you tried to sell him a gun. You understand that? He's going to swear you're the, if anybody shot somebody, when he heard that name, it's you. And if your buddy throws you under the bus, you're pretty much f***ed. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right.
It has nothing to do with anything else here today, alright? Your name's not mentioned here, but since you work at 3 Appliance, I just had a couple of questions for you. Do you know a guy named Sandy? Sandy? White male, 67 years old?
Doesn't work.
No. Is there a Mike over there at 3D?
Last name begin with a T.
I don't even have a last name.
Oh, I mean, there was. That's whose position I took.
Oh, okay. You ever met him before?
No, he was gone before I came in.
Okay.
Because he wasn't coming to work, and that, so Daryl called me and asked me if I wanted to fill in for the position, because I guess he couldn't stay out of the bottle and get his ass to work.
Okay. Did Mike ride a bike to work?
No, I don't know. Honestly, don't know, because I never met him.
Okay. Alright. I know Daryl. I'll have to go talk to him about it. Alright, that's it. Just wondering if you knew this guy. Just apparently stuff somebody's bike or something.
No, I mean, the guy never met Mike.
Okay.
Mike T. I mean,
Alright, I just thought, I heard you, I knew you, worked 3 Appliance, so, let me ask him when he's here.
Gary Averill Jr. pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison.